He's so oh my god, and the skins. Oh.
I really like what they did with the magic. He's like not too complicated, but he still has
the
a
magic. He's
hello.
Right.
Sorry, that was my head thing.
Yeah, I figured they would have had us like flipping through the spells and shit like that, like in the original.
It's good that they added the taunt thing too, so you don't have to just spam the move to get what you want.
Yeah.
Right.
No. It's separate.
That's just an aesthetic thing.
Yeah.
I swear they said the taunt lets you cycle through the.
It cycles through its own thing.
Yeah, they said.
Oh, to cycle through Oroga and Kuraja and stuff.
And slow and stuff.
Yeah.
Got it.
I think it's slow, cure, and maybe. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm really surprised that his down B isn't reflect.
Yeah.
I'm kind of fine. It doesn't.
I think his parry is more iconic though.
Yeah,
I mean they could have
as
given
long
him
as they
both.
kept the parry part, it's fine, and the fact that he at least knocks it past him is also fine. It's just there's a lot of characters that have like I have a counter that also reflects. It's like that's maybe not.
It would have been cool if like the little bubble
Like
thing
3
came up.
characters that do that.
Yeah, Palatina, fucking
enough.
Joker with fucking tuxedo
K-Rool.
mask. Wait, who's the third? It's Palatina,
K-Rool.
Joker.
I'm shocked he doesn't have a move where he throws his
Sephiroth, right?
keyblade.
Doesn't Sephiroth
Oh, like
reflect?
Strike
No.
Raid?
Sephiroth doesn't reflect.
It doesn't reflect,
Oh,
it just eats it.
It's K-Rool.
Yeah, it's K-Roll.
K-Rool, okay.
Bro, I wish Sora would have had like a Strike Raid or some shit where he throws the
Yeah,
throws
I'm
the
really
blade.
surprised he doesn't have a throw.
Sonic
I'm just
Blade is
looking at
dope,
your
by the
screen
way.
again, Shufu. Like that shot is so good. That's
I know
so.
we're
I
not,
mean, could not have ended the past in a better way,
The handshake,
dude. It's so good. It's perfect.
We're not podcasting yet,
bro.
but
When I fucking saw when I was watching your reaction and the first section of it, you were getting like teary eyed, and then I was like, oh damn, Roger didn't fucking lose it, and then I skipped to the end of it, and you were just like, you were gone. I was like, damn.
he started crying after the worlds.
When you see the worlds flipping through, and then you see the handshake, it was over.
Good. It's crazy how they did the fucking female villager as Kyrie on fucking Destiny Island.
Yeah, sitting down with Destiny Island.
That
was great.
Yeah.
No, by the way, chat. I see the chat and Shofu's saying we're not going to skip over the direct, right? No, there's a lot of stuff we got to go over on this one. So we basically delayed. Yeah, we'll start with Smash for sure, and then we could talk about the direct as we move on. But there's a lot to discuss in this one. Also, apologies while everyone's listening. Apologies. The last stream the last episode was on my channel, and I sent the archive of it to McDareth, and it'll be uploaded to Spotify, but it wasn't uploaded on my channel because the very next day I had a sponsored Nintendo stream, and it ended with It ended with Tito saying the F word and the N word like multiple times in the course of it was maybe 10 minutes, and I'm like, this needs to be nuked. So I nuked it. So if you're but it exists. And so that video exists. McDareth will upload it to Spotify. But yeah. I said Tweedo. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Shout out Tweedo.
Need you to record this, Shofu, because the other method isn't set up yet. So if you could record and send me a link to get it, that'd be perfect.
Perfect.
Bro. This is
I literally just spent the whole day. I was working earlier today on a couple of the things, and it was like I spent the whole day just watching everyone's reactions, just seeing, and everyone's melted down over it. Oh, it was so good. It was so much fun.
There were a lot of good reactions from Sora.
Oh yeah,
That's good and bad.
The only bad one I saw was Coney screaming no that you linked earlier. But I didn't see anybody else upset by him. No, not bad. Not bad as it was a bad reaction. Bad as in people didn't like him. Negative reaction. Exactly. Yeah. Because there were a lot of negative reactions to Steve. Steve was like all negative reactions.
Did they upload the official trailer to YouTube?
Yeah, it's on there.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
I just don't get how you can be against Steve and Sora. I don't.
No, you can't. You can't.
Yeah, you can't.
Most people are happy, which is good. The people that are
even Steve, it was like I didn't care about Steve at all. I didn't care about Minecraft, but when you saw how much love was put into it, you couldn't help but like him.
Yeah, he's like one of my favorites.
Yeah,
now.
Here, Ghost, by the way, here's the link to the final trailer. Dude, I don't know why I just got to turn off this Bluetooth speaker because it keeps going off.
Dislike ratio looking on this one. Oh, not bad at all.
No, not bad.
Dude, Roger, in your reactions, you have to start wearing like a Bluetooth headset because every time you do a reaction, you disconnect your headphones. You're like, my headphones.
So every single time I tell myself I'll put it in Bluetooth mode, and then I don't set it up until like 7 minutes before the stream, 10 minutes before the stream. And then it gets to a point where the Bluetooth keeps disconnecting. And I'm like, I would rather the headphone thing come out than me worry about like the Bluetooth dying because I didn't charge my headphones the night before. So I always put them in, and then it always happens that I get too hype. Not always, but a lot of the time. I get too hype, and then the headphone jack comes flying out, and then I have to reattach them. But people, I mean, that's only happened like 3 times. That happened with Pyramithra, that happened with Sora, and then I forgot who else that happened with. It happened with
That was another thing.
I think Byleth. I think it was Byleth. But those are the only 3. I don't think it's happened any other time.
It happened with Byleth. He thought it was Kylo Ren.
That's right. That's right. When I screamed Tyler Ren. Classic. Classic. Yeah.
Should we start?
Yeah,
Or
we
are
should.
waiting
We
on
should.
someone?
I think everyone's here.
there
Things
it
on
is.
here. Mike's here. I think Warchamp's the only one we're waiting on, but he usually joins late.
I don't think he's even going to be able to show up today.
Well, there you go. Yeah, so I think we're all here.
It's the first time you're hearing my voice. And just wanted to say, definitely return that Nickelodeon game. Got a full refund for that joint.
After 3 solid years of reveals, amazing new characters,
Talk to him.
and lots of fun podcasts,
Talk
we are
to 'em.
finally here with the final Japan Time podcast for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Actually, it's the second to final because Sora is going to come out, and then we'll probably do an episode talking about it. But regardless, the Japan Time podcast for October 5th, 2021, covering the final character
Talk to
for
him.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Sora from Kingdom Hearts. I'm your host, Rogers Base. Joining me, as always, is my co-host, Shofu,
Yes,
on his
sir.
YouTube channel. Always chasing that bag, always winning. And we are joined by a stacked cast, a full house today. All of the members of the cast, except for Warchamp, he just couldn't make it today. But everybody is here, just like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We've got Coast.
Hey, Nintendo
What the fuck,
gamers!
We've got McDareth.
Can't stand that guy.
What's up, everyone? Super excited about Sora. I couldn't give a full reaction because, well, I had class, so I had to wait. And then I set up everything. It was all perfect. I'm ready to go on my stream, and then I look up and see the title of the video, and I'm like, fuck. So,
Oh, no.
unfortunate.
Well, someone it wasn't spoiled for was Mike. What's going on, Mike?
Did you skip Fidel?
Well, oh, come on. I wasn't even going to mention him until the end of you doing my bit. You destroyed me. You know what? I'm skipping you. Silent Doom. What's going on?
What's good, everybody? It's Halloween month, so you know how it is. I have to go back to the old me.
That's right.
Okay.
Someone else who's just as ugly as a Halloween costume. We got Tito. What's going on, Tito?
What?
Was Tito here?
Deafened,
Wait, he
bro.
can't even respond. He can't even. He's definitely.
Damn.
Well, that's fine.
Not a
Then we got
Halloween
Zeph, of
costume.
course. Zeph.
Hey, I was wondering something since everyone is here now, every character.
Yeah.
Is it time that we redo the visuals for the opening?
Yeah, we probably
I can
will.
redo that.
Oh,
Yeah, we probably will. We'll do a new intro. But not before I introduce our very special guest. You know we could not have a hype character reveal episode of Japan Time without the one, the only, Mr. Shizzy. Shizzy, what is going on? Talk to them. Tell us how excited you were about Sora.
You see, they say that good things come to those who wait, you know?
What else?
And as a Kingdom Hearts fan, you know what I'm saying? That's all we could do was wait. You feel what I'm saying? Every DLC since Smash 4. Could it be Sora? Sora could be in this game. I really wish Sora would be in this game. And then every character gets announced, grabs their invitation, and it's not our boy. And it would sting. And it would hurt. And people would meme, no, it can't be Sora. It'll never be Sora. Kingdom Hearts fans let go of hope. And we had to sit with that. We had to sit with that. Every character. Even accepted other characters as substitute. Banjo, wanted you since I was a kid. I'm happy. I cried. Sephiroth, it's not Sora, but it's fucking Sephiroth. So then the trailer drops. The trailer drops. You see Mario walk up to this little flaming thing, and it's like, oh, okay, well, it's not Sora, it's Dark Souls. And he throws the shit. And then you see the Mickey. You see the keyhole open up. There's no way they're doing it. Maybe they have another key-based game dropping. And then you and then you see him flow through the keyhole. And then you get filled with joy. A joy that a person can only feel by maybe the birth of their child or experiencing the warm, supple wetness of a vagina. And then
you did not need to add the slurp at the end of that. There was a slurp in there.
And then he floats, and you see all the characters watching. Wow, I can't believe Crash Bandicoot is finally here. But it's not Crash Bandicoot, and it's not Master Chief. It's Sora with his big red MC Hammer pants, coming out of the grip of the mouse and the tyranny of Disney. Stop playing with me. The boy is here, unlocking all your bitches. It's time, baby. $4.99. $4.99? It's $5.99. $5.99 to get your dreams to finally come true. I don't even care if it was your dream. You know why? Because it's your dream now. Every pass. Is it Sora? No. And you know why? You know, because she was the grand finale. You gotta sit with that. The memes are over.
Amen.
That was so beautiful.
I think I was the only person when the fire showed up and Mario grabbed that shit and the sword came out.
Oh my god.
I was the only person that said, yo, Tales of Arise?
You actually are. I watched this. I think, Fidel, didn't you mention that in yours?
Yeah, no, my friend on call with me was like, Tales of Arise? Yeah, because of the flaming sword in that game. I know exactly what you mean.
The game also came out since the last show, didn't it? Well, we talked about it very briefly on the last show, and then the direct happened and stuff. But yeah, so I'm sure we'll get to Tales at some point.
And
but,
Sakurai also, like, he tweeted like people might not know who the character was.
That
and then he revealed Sora. Like,
that's true.
That might have pissed me off more than Fire Emblem if I saw that.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm here now.
What, Tales of Arise?
Yeah, if I saw that, it might have made me more mad than Fire Emblem.
Really?
I'm playing the game right now, and I was probably even upset.
If it was like Vesperia or another older one, okay. But I would probably be pissed if it was.
I don't know. A couple days ago, I really started to cope. I was like, you know what? It's probably going to be Cinderace. Pokemon Unite came out. And then when the fire, I didn't say anything out loud, obviously, during my reaction, but I'm sitting there when I saw the fire drop. At first, I was like, oh, it is Cinderace. Like, it's going to be Cinderace. I can't believe they're doing this. But then, like I said, as soon as the fire ended up on the ground, it looked like a bonfire from Dark Souls. And so I'm like, okay, this is a weird one. They could do like Solaire, and it would be an interesting one. Namco Bandai, obviously, they develop Smash Brothers. It would make sense for them to have the final say on the character. But Sora, yeah, never in my wildest dreams. I had hoped that the final character would be someone on the level of either Sora or Master Chief. So the fact that that actually happened was unreal. And then, before we even talk about Sora, we should start with the Mii Fighter costumes. I like that he's like, let's just kill people's dreams before we get to the character.
I wish we got more, though.
Yeah, we get like the Octoling and Judd. Really weird. And they're shooter characters, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And then you see Doomslayer, and then the gears in my head were turning at this point.
The entire game.
Oh, easily one of the best. Easily.
It's the best Mii Fighter looking costume in the entire game. I'm here, by the way. It's the best one.
And then you know, that stuff ends and you get the shooter characters for the costume, and I'm like, oh, it is going to be Master Chief then. And I know the guy from Halo or whatever said that, oh, it's not going to be Master Chief, like, we haven't made any plans with them, but they said the same thing before he was in Fortnite. So I was like, I wasn't taking that at face value. These people are out here lying. They've done it before. Yeah, but Sora, man, I've talked about this multiple times on the show. I used to work for Disney. I used to work for Disney for years. I used to work on the gaming side of Disney as a contractor. I've been in some of these meetings. I've seen the weird stuff that goes on. I never in a million years thought this was ever going to be possible. Ever. I never thought this was going to be discussed. I never thought this was even something that was in the realm of possibilities. So the fact that he decided to blow my mind like this and the minds of all of us was just, it was unreal. It was unreal.
I'll tell you right now. We need to talk about this because this is not addressed. Okay? Sakurai is a demon. You know why? Because Sakurai went for maximum optimal damage to all of the memers and all of the. He went for max damage. You understand how crazy this is? First of all, he did the fucking Mii Fighters first. And then made you wait. He made you wait. And then afterwards, he dropped half the trailer, and then he said, what? He went for max damage on all the people who were like, nah, bro, you never getting fucking Sora in this game. And he said, what? Dick on table immediately.
Not dick on the table, bro.
His dick was on the table.
Not on the fucking table, bro.
It was on the whole table.
That's not sanitary, bro.
Bro, it is a dining room table. It is a dining room table. Niggas are eating.
my guy even said that he didn't even think so.
Niggas is eating with his dick on the table. Niggas is eating on his dick on the table. They have no choice.
Not only has clout enough to put Sakura and his team, all the people back there who you don't know their names or faces are back there going stupid crazy, putting Sora in the game. Hundreds of people. Okay, going stupid crazy. Shouts to the lawyers who worked 80-hour days to get this shit online.
80-hour days,
bro. They worked double time. I'm talking about. They were double time. They were on real demon time, bro. Getting Disney to fold like this and be like, yeah, you know what, you got this. Bro, it's crazy. This is max damage.
Nah, man.
This is the nightmare character.
This is max damage.
They thought this was just Mario and Sora shaking hands. This is symbolic of what actually took place.
Oh, no. Let me get my tweet.
They was out here fucking money up.
Like, that's Nintendo shaking hands with Disney, nigga. That shit means a lot more than just that picture. That's bread.
I love that photo from Fidel's friend, where it's like Sora looking at the back of the invitation. And the first thing that's in the invitation, it says, I own you, with the smiley face, and it says, signed Mickey Mouse. And then underneath it, you see like a splattering of blood, and then a thing written, I handled it. Love Mario.
Bro, it's just crazy to me. First of all, and I'm sure we're gonna get to the actual character, but like, that trailer, God tier.
Oh, easy, yeah, easily one of the best.
God tier trailer. I even talked about this earlier in the chat that we were in. I was like, bro, we really need to go in to all of these trailers and like rank these, because there are very few, if any, misses on these trailers. Like in terms of just production quality. Yeah. Like if you look back on it, because I'm sure if we look back on a lot of these trailers, they're gonna be different than when we saw them initially, because now we know what's gonna happen. So, but like, all of these trailers are fucking crazy, bro.
I will say too, especially with this Smash Brothers game, I feel like if it's a Square character, that trailer is gonna slap. Like, even I wasn't even that excited about Hero from Dragon Quest, but like the way they had that trailer with the music from Dragon Quest playing, with the orchestra, and then you see all the different variations of him, and you see like Air Drake and the one from Dragon Quest 8, and they're all fighting. Then moving on from that to Sephiroth. Sephiroth's trailer is like triple S tier to this day, still one of the best. And then Sora, like every one of them, phenomenal.
Sephiroth got best trailer, bro.
Even Cloud in Smash 4, when they had those shitty trailers, was
that Cloud Smash 4 trailer's clean too.
Good too. Yeah.
They do a really good job of pacing the Square trailers in particular. Like, they're very well structured. There's a nice build up. You don't know who it's gonna be, and then after a bit, you know, you're left guessing for a bit. Who could it be? And then they finally reveal it, and everything just kind of unfolds in this really beautiful way, and it always fits the character really well.
Yeah.
I think in the case of Sora, it didn't just fit him, it fit the conclusion of Smash Ultimate. Like
Yes.
this is the only way it could have ended.
With the, because I think you mentioned that in the last episode, Zeph, right? That you wanted like an everyone is here thing where you see all of the characters again, and it's with the final character, and we got that. I mean, we literally got.
I mean, it makes sense to do that, right? So.
Yeah, yeah.
Mario is a canonical Keyblade wielder, by the way.
Right.
It's true. So just want everyone to know that.
Yeah, Mario and Jack Sparrow.
Mario and Jack Sparrow are canonical Keyblade wielder. Get over it.
Bro, Walt is rolling in his goddamn grave, bro.
Is it Zelda? Is it implied Zelda with the trailer where you see Zelda first? Yeah, I know, but Zelda's the first one that you see turned into a trophy and all that in the very beginning of this one.
No, when they're turning, it's Inkling. It's Inkling. Yeah.
It's Inkling.
Inkling is the Princess of Heart.
That's cap.
Inkling is the first one that transforms. Yeah, if you're doing off of when they become a trophy.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, yeah.
This is why Inkling lost their mind, because this is what they saw at the very first
all
trailer.
the way back 3 years ago.
It's off a perk. That whole trailer, bro.
Right. Inkling been standing there in the same spot for all these damn years. Bro,
I will say too. I guess while we're still on the topic of like reminiscing about Smash stuff, I know it happened later in the direct, but I want to bring it up now. Amazing that Sora was confirmed to be the winner of the fighter ballot, like the actual winner.
Yeah.
That Bayonetta. When they said, looking back on that, I went back and I rewatched the Bayonetta one where they revealed Bayonetta, and he says the #1 of the realistic fighters, which says to me, looking at this now, Sora was #1, Goku was #2, #3 was Bayonetta. That's 100%
something like that.
No doubt about it.
That is literally that has to be it.
100%.
That's what it was. Yeah, no doubt.
Which is crazy because that implies that it was like Sakurai looked at that list and said, I am that nigga. I could probably do this. And I do got a squad with me. We could probably
gang.
Yeah, gang. Yeah, they're just in the back saying gang. They're just the developers are behind Sakurai just throwing up crib signs.
We got Hero now. We got Sephiroth. It's time to take the next step.
How long do you think they were working on this?
Thinking of what it implies, right? Like the fact that Sakurai was confirmed to have a conversation with Iwata while he was alive about Sora being in Smash Brothers means this was worked on for years, and even mentioned during the what's it called, the Sakurai Presents today, that like they had all these meetings and it was a long process. So I'm sure, like, I would not be surprised if they tried to get Sora for the end of Fighter Pass 1, that didn't work, and they're like, well, then we're just gonna make another pass until you give us Sora.
No, I feel like the way it probably went, because they knew they were gonna do Smash Ultimate basically by the time that DLC was ending for Smash 4, was how fast Ultimate started. I think they just started talks right away for the next game.
Maybe, but I mean, like,
just picked
end of.
Yeah, but I think is they picked Bayonetta because like, okay, we can make Bayonetta work because we already have something with Sega, so we can do that now. Right. And then they immediately started talks about Sora because they knew they were making Ultimate, so it's like, okay, we'll just start working on this character for the next one then.
Bro, he's real, bro.
Did you see that Nomura basically said he like went back and forth with Sakurai and his team, making sure that they captured the essence of Sora correctly, and that it took a while.
Yeah,
bro, it's crazy. This character is like, I know we're about to get into, we haven't gotten to the mechanics yet, but just like for people who play this game, bro. Now I don't play like a lot of the other games. Like I played Bayonetta afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like I still haven't played FF7, like the original, so I guess it's different. But like that character looks like you literally ripped it from the game, bro.
Yes, bro. Yeah. This is a love letter to that fucking game.
Like from everything from his jump to the way he plays, the way his autos have really low knockback, but on purpose because they're supposed to always combo forever because that's how it is in the game.
Yeah,
that's
unbelievable.
That's crazy.
They've been doing a really, really good job with that throughout a lot of Ultimate. I think. For me, it really stood out with Min Min, first of all.
Yes, yeah.
She really does operate like how an ARMS character would operate in this game. And then, of course, you have Kazuya, another example. Steve, fantastic example.
Yeah.
Terry is another really good one. Just a lot of these characters really feel like they're capturing the essences of their games incredibly well. And that's very, very difficult to do. Very, very difficult to do. And the fact that they managed to do it pretty much every time with as much finesse as they do is fucking absurd.
That's goat shit right there. That's goat shit right there. Like, it's we were talking about this earlier. I was like, yeah, bro, you're never gimping this character. Oh god.
I mean, yeah, for real, you're not.
He just kept going. He was like,
lives in the air,
bro. He just said, yeah, you know how like in the real Kingdom Hearts game, this boy, if you're playing it for real, this character stays in the air forever. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. And I was like, what?
A lot of that, I'm sure, comes down to Disney with them being so particular about everything, right? And being like, no, you're going to have the character act exactly the same as in the game, in this exact same way, with all these exact outfits that look exactly the same as the games they come from. I think a lot of that is due in part to Disney. And I think, yeah, like you said, Sora will always be broken or always be top tier because Disney will make sure that Sora is always broken or top tier. Just because it's obviously, like you guys had already mentioned, like reminiscent of his game. And then also, I guess this isn't related to his kit, but it's related to Sora and the hoops they had to jump through with Disney too. Thought it was kind of amazing that when we got to the music, they were like, oh, by the way, yeah, you need to buy Melody of Memory to get the final music track in Smash Brothers. Disney really was like, yeah, you need to spend $50 to get one song to complete your collection.
It sucks because it's dearly beloved. It's like the actual theme song of the series.
It's a mix. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm alright.
That's what they needed.
It's not really dearly beloved. You're good.
Yeah, but it's the only version of dearly beloved that will be in Smash. I
don't think the worst part is that it's dearly beloved. I think the worst part is you gotta buy the fucking game.
Yeah, that's right. At least like make it to like play the demo, and which like Zev said is possible that you can play the demo and get it, but like please just be something like that.
And it was cool too that they, announced, oh, all the Kingdom Hearts games are coming until you see, oh, it's cloud gaming, and then you're like, ooh,
dude, that was such a dick move. I was like,
you don't want to play that on Switch.
No, but like I'd play the older ones. Like,
don't lie to yourself.
I don't want to play the cloud ones, but I'd play the older ones.
Why are you
so that's
lying?
the thing. I thought the cloud one was Kingdom Hearts 3, but it's not. It's all of them.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
it's all of them.
It's so stupid because it's just laziness. Like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Because I would have downloaded a digital version of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 on my Switch. I definitely would have.
I would have too.
Bro, that would be. I'm not playing.
I'm not playing cloud version of Kingdom Hearts 2
with those controllers. I'm not doing that.
Facts. I'm them Joy-Con drift day one.
Bro, I'm also not playing that game on my tiny. Like, here's the thing, right? My Switch never leaves my dock, so I never buy games for my Switch if I can buy them anywhere else.
That makes sense. See, I mostly play handheld, so I feel like for me it would be an instant buy.
So you going outside?
Yeah, I do go outside. Yeah. I was just in Chicago last week. That's why we didn't have a show last Monday.
Chicago?
I was out of town. Yeah.
That boy was in the trenches.
To visit my family.
He was in the trenches with Chief Keef and them.
I knew it. That boy.
Hey,
Chance the Rapper's a good buddy of mine. Yeah, he's great.
I knew it. I knew Roger was clouded up. I knew it.
Speaking of Disney, actually,
Chief Keef.
As someone that has no real attachment to the Kingdom Hearts series, just watching the trailer, it was like when Sora was just soaring through the air, it felt like there was this kind of sense of like Disney magic. As corny as that may sound, it definitely felt like a magical moment.
It's
and
because,
I think it's just because. Oh, go on.
I was gonna say from Kingdom Hearts, he gets flight from Peter Pan.
Right,
it definitely felt like that. It's just like it was really because in a lot of the trailers, they're a lot more kind of action packed. There's kind of a lot of craziness going on in some of
Mario
them.
dies.
Like this one.
This one's way more.
Nobody died this time.
This one's very calm, very kind of like.
Yeah.
Should have killed.
It's a very soothing way to end.
In his entire moveset though, like you can even see that in his up air, like he does that little twirl after he throws his up air out.
Yeah.
Not just that, but like it even has like what's it called? It even has like some ingrained cheesiness in it, where like the theme song of Smash, right? Like is fit with the trail theme. So like colors weave into a spiral flame, distant spark, called to a pastel name, bear this torch
You know the words?
against the cold of the night. No, I'm looking at it here, and then it says, search your
soul and reawaken the undying light. What do you mean you don't know the lyric? Who just said that? Who just said they don't know the lyrics?
I don't know the lyrics. 100%.
I
skip that song every single time it comes on.
It's not that deep. It's not that deep.
It's not that deep, but it's definitely there.
Okay, yeah, but think about it.
Childlike whimsy is what I would describe.
The version that this character's gonna draw on. What version is it? 13.
I was waiting for Snake to shoot a Nikita at him while he was flying around. I was down from there,
I literally just watched your reaction before we did this, and when you mentioned like, why didn't Samus just shoot a missile up at him when he's flying around?
Dude, even Sephiroth was there just watching him.
Bro, because they all know he's the guy, so the whole hood showed up, bro. showed up and was like, "Hey!" It's like
Sephiroth had no choice but to show up. He got his ass beat.
He came
mad as shit. Sephiroth was looking at Cloud like, "I bet I got you now. Okay, no interruptions." And then Sora popped through, and he's like, "Man."
He's like, "Bro, every time, my nigga, every time."
Beat his ass with Sora.
Every time, bro.
It's so funny. Even like when Sakura is playing the match, it's just like Cloud and Sephiroth just fighting each other while like Sora's just on the side.
That was funny.
Is anybody mad? I went AFK for like
not minding his damn business.
I went AFK for like 10 minutes. Did anyone mention how Sora should have like sealed Darkon or something in his trailer?
No, we didn't talk about that.
That would have been clean.
Who's that?
Sephiroth cut Galeem in half.
Yeah.
That's true. That is true. He did. I think that was more like, I mean, at least if you look back at Sephiroth's trailer, I think that was more to show like him bringing despair upon the world or something, though. That wasn't necessarily like, I think if anything, I would have seen maybe Sora stealing. Yeah, to be fair, he did. I
think it's like for Sephiroth, in Sephiroth's trailer, it was very much done to make him seem powerful.
It was a power move, yeah.
And I think if they did that with Sora, it would have kind of messed with the light-hearted, fun feel of the trailer.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
he's flying around having a good time, and then he just kills Darkon. It's like, okay.
Well, no, I mean, I wouldn't like just abruptly cut to that. I just assumed the trailer would have been longer or something.
But just like, I do wish like it would have been nice to get a custom line from Sora, just being like, what am I doing? Like something like about Smash, because like clearly he's using a lot of like reuse line, which is fine. Like it would have been cool if he had some sort of like Smash line in there. That would have been amazing.
I mean, they clearly have the voice actor, Haley Joel Osment. It's like, that's him saying all the different... I'm sure they're just ripped from the game, like you said, but
exactly.
they have the same voice actor. It would have
been so nice though, to get some sort of like, Smash comment over there, because like he's so good at that voice.
He's also the only...
Did Sephiroth speak at all in his trailer?
He did,
yeah. Sephiroth had a whole monologue.
It's very weird that Sora was completely quiet.
Sora's also the only Square character that has an English voice.
I was just gonna say, because Sephiroth's trailer, he does talk, but it's all subtitled. It's all in Japanese.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't Cloud like that too?
Yes. Cloud spoke.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see the day.
Look, all I know is that Sakurai went for maximum optimal damage. He said, if I'm a shit on all these people who've been talking shit for years and said I couldn't, I'm a shit. Oh
shit!
I'm gonna take a huge shit on him real quick.
Yeah, that man dookie, bro.
What's good with y'all, bro?
Nah.
Listen, Shofu,
I got here late, and this is what I showed up to.
I've been waiting for this fucking character, bro. That man shat.
What are we talking about?
What do you think of all this, War Champ? How are you feeling about Sora?
You bricked up, dude?
He said he's caked up.
I said bricked.
What? Yo.
Bro?
Yo. Shut up, man.
Yeah, beyond bricked up, bro. Shit, a brick was soft in my shit right now.
Oh, no.
This shit is ridiculous. I gotta go see the doctor.
I slept in today. I woke up at like 9:55, and I went to the kitchen. I got myself like a drink, and I started reading like a news article while I was getting my drink. And then I looked at my phone, and it was 10:08. I'm like, ah, shit. So I went over to my computer after like I turned the direct on my phone and was like kind of like skimming through like to try and catch myself up. And I was like on the Mii Fighter costumes. And I walked into the room that my roommates and we all have our computers in the one room. and I walked in and I saw my one roommate had the direct on, and I was about to say,
I
was about to say to him, I don't know who it is yet. Don't say anything. And then it cut to the shot of Sakurai hanging the Sora posters on the wall.
Oh no,
bro! That was so funny though.
You didn't even get to see the trailer first. Man,
No, that's how I found out.
That's maximum damage, bro.
So you and McDareth both got spoiled on it like right before. Man, one thing I will say actually though is technically all of us were spoiled on this because unbelievably this leaked 2 months ago on 4chan where a guy who worked for Disney said, hey, by the way, Sakurai just hit up Disney Music to use some tracks for a presentation. Guess that means Sora's the next Smash character. The presentation's on October 5th. Nobody paid any attention to this. Someone pulled it up.
Okay,
after whatever that was.
That guy is dead in a dumpster somewhere.
Oh, he's definitely dead. He's definitely dead.
His kids, his wife, they're all still gone for him.
Whole bloodline.
The bloodline's been eradicated too, bro. The whole line
eradicated.
The whole line is gone. Winnie the Pooh and Mike Wazowski are carrying the body to the dumpster right now.
Everybody with his last name gone.
Oh he's not dead.
Shares the last name. His last name was Smith.
No.
Oh no.
Everyone, all the Smiths.
That guy's not dead, guys. That guy's not dead.
I'm on my way.
Death is something you are only granted if you still exist in the world.
Oh man.
And disappeared on paper.
He never existed. He never existed.
There's no record that dude ever was born in the first place.
Jesus Christ.
They're gone. Dude, it's crazy how like
I was looking for his birth records, but
it's just crazy because like, I was looking back and thinking about it, right? Like the 4 characters, right? Like you have the classic, oh, Ridley is too big, they'll never get in. They got in, right? You got Banjo and K. Rool with the it's because of Microsoft will never get them in.
Right.
And for years the what's it called? The Sora Disney debacle, and they got in. Like all the impossibles made it in this game.
But to be fair, this is definitely the most impossible.
Yeah, this is the most impossible.
Easily.
But
Easily.
And it's not even close how crazy it is. Like, here's the thing, right? And Shova was right again. LeBron is on the Lakers. So,
right.
So, if LeBron is on the Lakers, the Sora can be in Smash Bros.
The fact that we see Disney next to Mojang in the bottom of
that shit's crazy.
The copyright thing after like Konami and all these other companies just go to tell you just how unbelievable this is. Yeah, it's.
I was a little bit sad that I did have it spoiled for me the way I did, but I wasn't like blown away or shocked because in my mind there was 3 ways that this was going to go today.
Yeah.
1, like they do the impossible, they get Sora. 2, they do the almost impossible and get Master Chief. Or 3, they get someone that isn't those 2 characters, and like it's not enough to warrant. It's not enough to warrant being the last character.
Right.
Like it felt like there was really like 2 characters it was down to for them to like you get this or it's not worth it anymore.
Yeah.
Like some fucking Byleth shit for ending the second pass 2 would be.
And see that always blew my mind because there were a lot of people. I definitely didn't think it was going to be Sora, just like knowing how Disney operates, but I did think it was going to be a big character. I did, and I think it kind of surprised me from a lot of people where they were like, "But Byleth wasn't a big character." But it's like you got to remember at the time, Byleth was announced after we already knew there was going to be a second challenger pack because that got announced after Terry.
Dude,
and so it wasn't like Byleth was ever like a show-stopping ending character. It was just wrapping up that first pass. And realistically, if you look at the way that first pass was set up, like it I think it personally it peaked with Banjo. I love Banjo, but you could make an argument like that they started with the strongest with Joker at the Game Awards as like a huge shock that nobody was expecting. But Banjo to me, with the double team of Banjo and Hero, right? Where you have Hero is the character that everybody's wanted in Japan, and Banjo's the character everybody wanted in North America, and you pair the 2 of them together. After that, like obviously Terry's cool, but Terry was a character Sakurai wanted to put in. That wasn't because of like relevancy or anything like that. And Byleth was the opposite. Byleth was Nintendo said, we got a Fire Emblem game coming out. You're going to put our new Fire Emblem protagonist in the game. So I feel like those 2.
Tradition.
Yeah, it's tradition, exactly. So again, it was like it was
earlier by the time that Byleth was announced.
Well, that's true. Well, yeah, but it was like at the time where it was that summer, right? And then Byleth got announced in whatever it was, December, January. Yeah.
It's not just that, but like you know, especially the past 3 days, there was no way it was going to be a small character. Their social medias were going crazy. They're like,
right,
watch this. You all need to watch this. It's going to set the boundaries of the like go past boundaries of game series. You got like Sakurai being like, even if you don't play Smash, watch this. Like, there was no way it was going to be a small character. The way like their social media accounts were all hyping this up like crazy the past few days.
With the
exception of it potentially being Master Chief, right? Because he put that tweet out where he said, even if you don't know the character, this is somebody that is important to gaming in a whole. And so when I read that at first, I'm like, oh, Halo obviously isn't as big in Japan. And that tweet never came out in English. So I was like, this is a character that's a huge deal to North America and to Europe, but not necessarily to Japan. So I don't know what that was about with him saying it's a character that maybe you might not know. It's like everybody knows Sora.
You know what's crazy too is that like with the pandemic too, and how open they've been about how much is delayed development. Like the fact that we're getting this character now in the fall damn near of 2021, we could have gotten this character way earlier, like earlier this year, if the development was still like normal, I guess. But like I don't I don't think it matters. Like normally what I'm seeing in a lot of games, especially now, is that as games are coming out now, they're a lot more polished than they were at the beginning of this year, even late last year, because of the pandemic. People know how to do it now and work in that environment. This character looks like they've been working on this character for like 4 years. Like, that's how crazy this character looks. Maybe they were. Maybe they were. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, that's how Banjo looked, right? When we watched that trailer, it was clear that, they'd probably been planning him since, like, Melee, and they just never got around to it. So, yeah.
Character sucks.
God,
well, I guess while on the topic of how characters play, real quick, Fidel, do you want to say something?
No, I was just saying, like, I'm so happy. Yeah, like, we're about to talk about them. It's just, like, the moveset, this for me, like especially the stage, like the second half of the stage is what made me like scream.
Oh, hollow! I guess let's start about the sage first before talking about the kit, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff to talk about regarding the moveset. Yeah, so we get the reveal the stage is Hollow Bastion, which is legal, which is awesome. He gives us a tournament legal stage for the last one.
We'll see.
The thing that will potentially hold it back from legal is the music.
Ryan Rogers a TO.
I think. But I think Disney still has some claim to Tamar's music no matter what. But I feel like because it's not Disney music, maybe.
Oh, you're saying like it won't be legal because they don't want to deal with copyright stuff on streams.
Can't you pick any music on any stage now?
Potentially, but we'll have to wait and see.
It's only the Smash stages, so Battlefield FD.
Oh, okay. Oh, this game sucks.
Why don't they just play with it anyway?
I'm hoping, I'm trying to be optimistic here, but the fact that they had the fucking Simple and Clean remix for the trailer, and there's no mention of Simple and Clean on that song list, I am really hoping one of those songs has like a new arrangement that has that melody in it, and that's where it's from. For fuck's sakes.
Like that's the only flaw with Square stuff. Like they're the worst with any of the music when it comes to the Smash characters.
Well, to be fair, I mean that's how Dragon Quest was too, where you got the orchestrated version of the theme, and it was all a bunch of midis. But
it wasn't until Sephiroth, because Sephiroth got some remixes. But besides
isn't it that they're like Square Enix music or something is tied to Sony music, or there's like some weird licensing thing there with their albums?
I'm sure it's a fucking nightmare. I'm still not. It doesn't mean I'm not disappointed.
Isn't Simple and Clean also specifically an Utada song?
Yeah, it's probably
never gonna happen.
Copyright claimed,
Wait, also, I'm thinking back on it. Wasn't there an Utada song in Brawl? Didn't she do the I Know Uta from Pikmin? Remember what I'm talking about? There was like this, because it's not in this game, but it was in Brawl.
It doesn't get her $1 million in royalties every year.
I guess that's true. That's true. Okay, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Really eating right now, by the way. Her stream, like the streams for Sanctuary, Face Your Fear, Simple and Clean, both versions, they probably went stupid today. She probably she probably didn't even know. She probably knew, but like, what if she didn't know? Like the trailer was dropping for Kingdom Hearts today,
so she just got out of nowhere,
and then her a spike in her bank account.
Like, hey, by the way, you just got a fuck ton.
Extra nice this month,
right? Crazy.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, man.
All my homies eating today, bro.
I wanted to say while we're on the topic of the stage and if it'll be used or not, If the problem is because it's similar to Smash, even though it's larger, has larger blast zones, which will matter. You could go to a Hazards On playlist with it, and then get regular Smashville and have that, and they'd be different.
That's true.
Also on the top of the stages, they really cut Donald and Goofy on the window art.
That shit was crazy.
Oh,
Good.
There's so
They
many
turned into a
tweets.
goddamn star fruit in a boat, bro.
Hey, that boat goes crazy.
I saw a tweet. It's like, "Hey man, I really hate when the boat don't heal me in the game."
But Starfruit, tanky, bro. That shit tanky.
There was a really good tweet about that. I need to find one sec.
Sora will never get in Smash.
Sora really in Smash Bros, bro. Like that shit really happened.
I see somebody in chat mentioning this too. I was kind of surprised because remember he mentioned like, oh, we want to hide the final Smash, and then he just ends up showing it during the battle against Cloud and Sephiroth.
Yeah.
I truly believed that we were gonna see Duck Hunt in Sora's final Smash as an in-joke to be like that's Donald and Goofy.
That's cap.
The Smash
That'd
Brothers
have been
world.
funny as shit.
Which would have been super funny.
That'd have been hilarious.
So what I think is that they recorded that part of the video earlier on in like the discussions where like it wasn't decided if they were going to be able to get Donald and Goofy. I bet there's a version of Sora's Final Smash that exists and has them in it.
Yes,
and then they were trying to negotiate with Disney to like get them in the game, and then they were just like, "We want $2 billion if you're going to do that." And we're just like, "All right, fuck it, star and boat in the background, take them out."
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I agree because he's not in any of the movesets. He's only in the stage, like for like 5 seconds. Not even. It's random too. So and he would be in the final Smash now. You're right. But also.
He's got the Mickey Mouse keychain though. Is the weird thing because I always assumed if Sora was gonna
$1 billion.
I know, but I'm saying I always thought like if they were gonna put Sora in Smash, that the one thing they would do is remove all Disney stuff altogether. Like seeing the Mickey Mouse keychain, that the end of the keychain could have very easily been a Smash logo, or could have very easily been a Keyblade like exclusive to the world of Smash or whatever.
Right, it'd probably be the crown that his necklace has.
Yeah, it'd just be the crown.
Or the crown, exactly. You can make it the crown, right?
Anything else, because other Keyblades have other chains on them.
Yeah.
So
that was the thing that kind of blew my mind was seeing the Mickey Mouse keychain in the trailer, and then like not just seeing that Sora got in there, but like, oh, Disney fully approved this.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. The only thing I'm not disappointed on, because I talked about this like a little earlier in another call, where I was like, look, they went stupid, right? But I thought they were gonna go like stupid in another way, where like he would have different Keyblades, and he'd just have like super limit, and he would just like go all the way up to the Keyblade, like he would like all the way up. He'd have fucking like Oathkeeper and Oblivion. He would just keep going until like, and every time he hit you, like it would build a meter, and it would like charge up to the next Keyblade and the next Keyblade.
Nah, if he would have a meter, it would be like anti-form shit.
Yeah,
and then he would just start going everywhere on the stage. Imagine that.
Bro, and he would know those costumes, instead of being like Master Valor, like he would just be like, you get Valor, and then you get the other one, the red one, and then you get Master, and then if you do it again, you just get Anti-Form, and you're just
I wouldn't mind that, but that probably would have been way overkill.
Nah, bro. If this is the last character, bro, kind of like what they did with Fighters, bro. They didn't give a fuck about balance when they made that character in Fighters. The last one, they didn't give a fuck.
Gogeta.
Yes.
Gogeta was clean.
They don't give a fuck about balance. That's how I like my fighting games. If it's the last one, don't worry about balance, bro. Just make the dopest shit ever.
That's true, because Sakura's never probably gonna touch this game ever again. So
that's what I'm saying.
Just like, fuck it, bro.
Yeah.
Put that shit out there. I don't have to.
It's crazy, by the way. That's the version 13 is going to be probably, unless there's like a technical thing they have to fix afterwards, it's probably going to be the last patch. So
they did that last game, and we got better. We got Smash 4 better.
That's what I'm talking about, yes, sir.
I would say even after Ben,
that was misery.
They did drop another patch, so I think there is a chance we might get one.
That's what I'm saying. So like, unless it's like
a
technical
they
issue.
dropped a patch specifically to nerf Bear, and she was still comfortably top 1 in game.
Yeah. What if it's in the contract that you're not allowed to nerf Sora?
As I was saying earlier, man, like Disney's probably like, if we're gonna let the character in, he's got to be the best character in the game.
Just how is he?
I don't think anybody cares about that except for competitive players, bro.
There was a really polarizing moment during the direct where they were talking about the Smash ballot, and Sakurai mentioned how like Iwata was still around at the time, and which was like a sad moment. And then it was a funny moment because he mentioned how the results came in. They're just like, we can't release these. Our fans are fucking ravenous.
The Trihex, right?
Gonna
I
destroy
appreciate you,
every
brother,
game
man.
developer in the world if
Hope
we
you're doing
post
well,
this
man.
information.
He's right.
What I'm curious about with that is also like what other characters might have been on the ballot at really high spots that just weren't like revealed at all.
Like I said, number 2 is Goku. Like, there's no doubt about it in my mind. Number 2 is Goku. No doubt about it. Yeah. It was Sora, Goku, and then maybe a couple other characters.
K. Rool was definitely high up.
Oh yeah, K. Rool's probably high. Yeah.
Well,
and then
was
Nail.
probably high up. Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
What's crazy too is that like when it comes to like the whole like not being like not knowing like the the fucking list thing is like, bro, it's crazy that like every time the Sakurai does one of these Sakurai presents, he mentions something about the fact that they have no money. And then, like, this time he doesn't even try to make like a joke about it. He's like, guys, we don't have any money. We have to record these in my house because we have no money for production.
We spent it all on Disney right now. Please help us.
It's so
I always kind of. He did recently the discussion with Harada-san.
Yeah, he said it in the Harada interview
and
too.
he said it in that too. But it sounded from the way he worded it there that it's like they spend all their money on the trailer to make the CG trailer, and then afterwards they're like, we got nothing left. We get the rights, we make the trailer, we put the work in to make the character cool, and then that's it. So we just have to have you reveal it.
He said in that fucking interview with Harada or whatever, and like something along the lines of, yeah, the reason why I just play the game is because we don't have enough money to do anything else. So I just said, put a camera here, and I'll just play the game. Like, that's that.
But to be fair, isn't that the charm of it, right? Like, I would never want these to be any other way. Like, I love the fact that it's him sitting and playing. Yeah.
Like, I'm genuinely upset. Like, it sucks that we missed out on Joker getting one because that's when they did have money, apparently.
Well, Joker did get one, remember?
Because Joker, well, Joker had that commentator guy saying shit, but it wasn't like a
oh,
Sakurai,
that's right.
like,
That's right.
It wasn't like Sakurai talking about Persona and getting into like the nitty-gritty of it.
Well, yeah, actually, come to think of it, it wasn't just the commentator. Wasn't it like they had the party members from Persona commenting on things?
They had them
well, they're like, Arsene, but like, why Arsene? He's lame. And then
that
like,
was in the
Arsene's
trailer. That was in the trailer that came, not the reveal trailer for Joker,
it
but
was
like
their presents, basically. Like, they're dropping.
yeah, the presents trailer.
Yeah.
That's still funny, man.
Unbelievable.
I'm so happy.
It's the best.
All right. Can we talk about this moveset though? So
Please, go ahead.
I can get into my bag.
We've been going for 50 minutes already. We got to talk about the moveset for sure.
This is broken. It's insane. It is not okay. All right, wait, hold on. Shofu, I've also posted the trailer with the timestamp where it shows like the moveset too. I posted that in the chat.
What you want me to do with that, bro?
I mean, I'm just saying if you want to throw that up, you know
what
what
you
I'm
want me
saying?
to do with that, bro?
I said I just want you to throw it up. I mean, you could do it if or not. Like, it's up to you. Like,
All right, I got you, man.
all right, bet. So the really interesting choice that I found is that when we talked about, I think we talked about this on the show, or maybe we didn't, where especially if you go towards, for those of you who, like, people in chat might not play the games, Sora really early on, when you play through the game, like casually, is very like, he's using the Keyblade a shit ton, obviously, he's hitting you in the air, he's in the air a lot. But Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora is much more magic based. He's much more like a blaster and like going around, you're still hitting people a lot, but like magic is really important towards the later side of the games. So like I was really interested to see which one they would do, and they leaned more towards Kingdom Hearts 1, KH1 and KH2 Sora, which is like mainly smacking you in the face with my blunt object and then kind of throwing magic sometimes, as opposed to like Kingdom Hearts 3 where I'm just literally throwing gravity at you like for no reason, and I'm hitting you with roller coasters. So, like, to me, this kit is crazy. Just like looking at it, like the way everything links into each other. It seems like everything links in everything else. The only problem I see with this character, maybe not, like, I feel like this character's gonna have a hard time possibly getting into certain characters, because even though he's really floaty, he doesn't have like an immediate dash or anything other than the doop doop zoop zoop zoop. And so like characters who can set up an effective wall and like react and parry properly, he might have a problem. But other than that, Like this character is insane.
He's light as shit.
Too, I don't actually think he looks all that strong.
Yeah, I don't think he's that strong.
Because I think him being floaty is a huge detriment. I think being floaty with this kind of kit is not a good thing. Usually, if you're gonna be like a relatively slow-ish floaty character, you either need something to really kind of augment your movement. You know, you have a character like Peach who has float that helps the movement a lot, or you have something that can kind of create a wall like Rosa in Smash 4 as an example. So I'm kind of uncertain about Sora just being able to like kind of effectively operate at ground level and, you know, get down from juggle situations if he's that floaty. I don't know. I think there's definitely potential there. It depends a lot on how the combos work, how the moves properly string together, how much recovery there is on the most important elements of his kit. But, I don't know.
Yeah, like, but he has, for me, traditionally, he has a lot of the things that traditional characters in Smash that are good have. He has good air mobility. He has a disjointed big ass weapon. Like he has a sword that automatically means, you know, what all the things that means as well.
Good hitboxes,
he has great hitboxes. His recovery is really good, even though he's light. But even then, being light, you know, it's kind of dependent on your kit in this game specifically. Like some characters who are light are ass. And then some characters who are light because they have the kit to back it up, so that way they can keep themselves safe. The weight isn't really an issue, so it's really dependent on like. But I feel like he has a lot of the things that traditionally, if you look at most Smash games, characters who are good, he has a lot of those. It's a matter of how they all come together in actual play.
I'm so happy.
One nice detail about like pretty much his entire moveset is, first of all, they use a lot of the sound effects from the Kingdom Hearts game, so his hits feel like Kingdom Hearts hits. And like whenever he hits the opponents, you see like stars coming out.
I love the stars.
You said they use sound effects from. You said they use sound effects from his game. That's crazy, huh? That shit. Oh boy.
You talking about Nick Stars, bro?
That shit's insane that they use sound effects from his game.
I know.
Using sound effects from his game is wow, bro. I'm just completely shocked.
Why are you doing this?
Huh? The world needs to know.
I will also say, I think this is one of the best animated characters in the game.
I think
definitely.
I think it's the best animated one. Like, look at that back air, bro. Look how clean that looks.
They added so much flair to his movements.
He animates like how he does in the game.
He's just so cool.
Yeah,
Dude.
it's like he's like it's mostly like his game, but he's got like a little bit of a twirliness to him at the end of a lot of his moves.
Does that down air fucking stop ever?
Yeah, there's an endpoint where it stops.
Bro, what is that?
You have to be very high up though.
It's kind of like Game & Watches, where it stops at a point and then you can recover afterwards. They do it a couple of times in this video, actually.
No, I remember when he goes off stage with it, but that shit lasts a very long time.
Yep. Why can he? It's either up B after he side Bs or the other way around. I forget.
He can only side B after up B. He can't up B after side B.
Okay. That's crazy. He doesn't go to free fall after up B. He's like that.
Yeah, he doesn't go into free fall.
That's crazy. He doesn't go to free fall.
From what I think he actually does go into free fall, but he has a window where he can side B specifically. So if he up Bs and doesn't press side B, he does go into free fall. But if he does press side B, he does the side B and then goes into free fall.
You go into free fall after side B normally?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Based on how the animation looks, anyway.
Well, we'll see.
I was trying to see if he actually flashed, but I never noticed.
I didn't see him flash. That's what I'm saying.
He doesn't
That's
flash.
why I thought it wasn't free fall.
Maybe you can air dodge or some shit. Like duck
Ew. Ew.
Who knows, man?
Also, this magic shit, like, I'm not sure. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I don't know if it's good or not.
The cycle thing where you shoot the fire and then the thunder and then the blizzard, it's interesting to me for sure.
Thunder is ridiculous.
It was Dream Drop Distance where it was like this, right?
Where you cycle through?
Yeah.
Puff? I don't know.
Yeah, it looks a lot like BBS or Dream Drop Distance HUD. what was it called? The
What did they
deck?
show his stock thingy or his not his stock thing? His,
It should be on the website.
Yeah, when
series emblem.
Yeah, it's the crown.
It's the crown.
Okay,
it's the crown for sure. One thing I want to mention real quick, as someone pointed out in the chat, and I found the original thing. Apparently, the back in 1983, like in the early days of Nintendo making video games, there was a special Disney collab that Nintendo did for a playing card set, where it had like Mickey Mouse and Jiminy Cricket and a bunch of different characters on it. And someone pointed out like how funny it is that you've got this playing card set from the 80s that's all coming full circle, and now Sora's the last character after having this collaboration with Disney. It's pretty cool.
I'm so happy. Bro, look at him, man. They did my boy justice, bro.
I'm so happy with
shoes, his pants,
everything.
The fact that they actually picked his main costumes from all the main games as well.
Oh, and the Timeless River, like
fucking Steamboat Willie
yeah,
style.
that one was so
I cannot
good.
believe they chose that one.
I happen to have my, when I was doing my reaction today, right next to my desk, I have my Steamboat Willie popcorn bucket from when I was at Japan a couple years ago at Disney Sea. Yeah. So the second I saw that, I like grabbed it off my shelf. And I was so angry because, like I said, I was just in Chicago a couple weeks ago, and I almost brought back, I have a Keyblade from when I was a kid, and I almost brought that back on the plane, but I was like, nah, I'm not going to bother bringing it because I'm sure it's not going to be Sora. And I was like kicking myself during this reaction. I'm like, it would have been so good to have it with, but I'm glad I had the popcorn bucket.
Man.
Yeah, another thing too is that I'm noticing during the gameplay here is that I wonder how, like, because characters like this usually have like really weird hurt boxes. So like, basically I'm asking how much of his shoes are a hitbox, like or a hurt box. That's basically what I'm asking. Like, because Sora is weird. Like, he's basically like an upside down like cone.
Right.
Like so it's like I don't know like what his hurt box gonna look like.
Yeah, because like none of like the regular human characters have hurt boxes on their feet, but his feet are bigger than normal. And you have characters like Sonic who does have hurt boxes on his feet. So I don't know, maybe he'll have some hurt box.
Not the shoe hurt box.
He probably will though. His shoe is so big, so I feel like
they are pretty big.
Yeah.
That's tough.
He doesn't kick at all though, so maybe he won't.
He doesn't kick at all. That's true.
Dude, I so much sauce, bro. Look at him, dude.
I know. Are you watching Shofu's stream right now? Because I just saw the Sonic Blade thing again. And I'm like, this is still unbelievable. The fact that he could just basically run off the stage, use this. Sonic Blade seems to me like a better, easier to use version of Bayonetta from Smash 4.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
I really wanted them to use like a couple of the other magic finishers, but this is fun.
Yeah.
Like
also,
I'm really bad with names. What's the one where you have circles all around you that's really busted?
That's a balloon one.
Tell me.
Firaga?
No, not Firaga. It's a finisher for your combos. Explosion.
Oh,
thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
I want that one, but that's unrealistic.
Well, they said the majority of his movesets based on Kingdom Hearts 1, right?
He had it in one.
So like it wasn't used. Oh, there you go then.
I thought he had it in one. Am I bugging?
No, you're probably right.
Up B true combo. That shit was crazy.
Did he have it in one?
I don't think he had it in one.
No,
I think that's 3.
Am I not thinking of Ragnarok? What am I thinking of?
I think that's the reflect thing you're thinking of.
I am thinking of Reflect. You're right. Thank you.
Because I remember that shit was broken.
I am thinking of
carried me.
I am thinking of Reflect.
Bro, Sora's counter also reflected. It would have been nuts.
It does.
No, it deflects.
It deflects.
It parries attacks.
I'm talking about sending it back at you.
That'd be fun in doubles though.
Counter?
Free throws.
I kind of mad they gave him a counter, but like he's a sword character, so I get.
Yeah, I mean the counter is part of who he is.
It's
though.
like if a harder Kingdom
down
very
big, otherwise.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta get hit, you hit block, and they stun.
Right? No, I get it. I get he has guard and counter guard. Like I get it, but like I don't know.
Like
I just wanted him to have more magic.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
I just saw that shot again where he like leaps off the stage all the way to the very bottom to take down Incineroar and just easily flies all the way back up again.
I'm just.
No, it's the
Or this
banjo
Joker one. Like what? Oh my god.
No, the banjo one, he is out there for forever.
Yeah.
Like Sakurai is swinging on his way to the blaster just to show
Yeah.
you. Yeah, I'm good out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live in the fuck out zone. That's where he lives. He lives in the
probably
fuck
yelling over at Kazooie like, "Why the heck aren't you flying? I know you can fly in our game."
Dude, crazy.
Also, the fact that counter, when it activates, staggers you, makes that so good off stage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because there's no way if he
you're
activates on you
right.
that you get past him. You are immediately stuck.
It's crazy, man. I also like the final smash being like a smash door that he locks you in.
Oh,
and you
I thought
get
the
one-
final
they-
smash was ass.
I just like the Kingdom Hearts 1 reference.
That's what I'm telling you. It was definitely
It's a
supposed to
cool
be like
reference.
it was
Yeah,
definitely
I
supposed to
agree.
be a team final smash.
Yeah, no, that's
And-
fine. But what I'm saying, I thought the final smash was gonna be, anything else. It looked really generic to me.
Disney
even
definitely
if
said we're
not-
not opening the vault for you.
I was hoping to God Mickey would just show up and be like, "Lock his bitch ass up, Sora."
Dude, this shot right here is so like just Sora standing next to fucking Alex from Minecraft is like the silliest shit ever, but it's fucking great.
You know what I wanted? I wanted a fucking a stance final smash where he just gets master form.
Oh, that would have
Well,
been
they already
so
said they don't have any like transformation final smashers anymore because that was like what Little Mac had back in Smash 4.
I remember.
Wario.
Yeah,
Who else?
Bowser, all of those
He
characters.
could
Yeah, Bowser.
still like transform and just go into like a cinematic attack and then like
Yeah, it could have been like
transform
a
back.
Sonic thing where like he just goes around like crazy.
I mean, I guess if that's the case,
Ooh.
then
Yeah, actually, yeah,
sure.
Trinity Limit would have been pretty nice too.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Trinity, but they don't have them, so...
if
Yeah.
not the Disney
It's
characters,
either
it would've
final
been
form
nice.
or ultimate form, whichever one. The last one in 3 is the one I'm thinking of. I'm
Oh,
really
that
bad with
costume?
names. I can see it in my head, but I'm really bad with names.
The one with the sword.
Yeah.
What's
No, the one in 3, ultimate form. It is ultimate form. Thank you, Puff.
what's
That's
the
the
shit?
costume in
Ultimate
this
Form.
game, right?
Ultimate Form is one of his costumes. Yeah, that's his P8 costume.
Yeah. No, yeah. What I'm saying
Yeah.
is, I wanted that to be the final smash where he just goes.
Yeah.
He just
At
goes
the very
stupid.
least, like I
What's
wish like
the-
at least Riku. Like I
What's
wish
the
at
shit
least
when he's
Riku.
got 2 keyblades in the black
That's-
and white outfit?
Master from 2, right?
It's master
That's
form from
Master.
2.
I wanted that shit.
Yeah, that's the
form
one
is
that I
crazy.
want.
I haven't played
Full
Kingdom
form.
Hearts, but I fucking love that shit.
I love Master Form. I wanted that one, but...
Final
Valor's
double
pretty
form
cool
in
as
3.
well.
I thought it was master form or final form in 3 or in 2.
Or is
Singing
Master
of one-
yellow?
He's thinking of the one in 2.
Yeah, it's two final and not Master?
No,
Master
I
the
think
yellow
I
one?
think 2 is final actually.
This is such like a 2000s design.
Oh yeah, Master.
Yeah, oh,
is the
yeah,
yellow.
100%.
Yeah, Master's the
the
yellow
OG
one.
one, which is cool, but I like that they get the cost. Like he actually even looks really cool in the Kingdom Hearts 3 and 2 costume, even though he's in his like 1 style. I thought that looks like really dope.
You know what?
I'm
You know
so
what I
happy
actually
with
wanted?
one.
If I could design the Final Smash 2, I wanted him to take these niggas to the Keyblade Graveyard and do the scene from 3.
Oh my god.
Where he throws all the keys at you.
That would have
Yeah.
been cool, actually. Yeah.
That's what I wanted the stage, like, Hollow Bastion looks dope, right? But I wanted the stage to be the Keyblade Graveyard so bad, bro.
Yeah, I was certain
Everything.
before seeing Hollow Bastion, and I guess it's because I just remember playing it in the original game before, but I remember how like Beast and Maleficent were obviously so tied to that area
Yeah.
that I really truly thought like if Sora was ever going to get in Smash, it would be Traverse Town or Twilight Town. So the fact that they actually went with Hollow Bastion, I thought was really cool.
I thought it was gonna be Destiny Island, to be honest.
I
Or
also
Destiny
thought
Island.
it was going to be
Yeah,
Destiny
yeah,
Island.
But to be honest, I mean like the Animal Crossing stage is kind of already Destiny Island.
You know, actually, no. If I had to put money on it, I would have said it would have been the World of Heart.
Yeah,
I would have
Dive
said
the
it was
Heart.
going to be the World
Oh,
of Heart.
sure.
But then again, the World of Heart is just Kalos Pokemon League.
Yeah, to be honest, there's a lot of
Yeah.
stages like that already. So
League
Yeah.
with a reskin.
It's still there.
It is still there, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I really wanted the Keyblade Graveyard, and I'm looking for Max Chaos. I wanted Xehanort in the back throwing Keyblades at you, like just him
my
just doing
God.
that shit that he does, where he just lifts shit and then throws it at you. He throws that big ass wave. You have to fucking surf on that Keyblade wave like an idiot.
That was a song I wish would have been in here. The fight against like Ansem, young Ansem, the trio
yeah.
fight.
Now, Kingdom
From,
Hearts music is
from
so
3.
good.
I wanted
It's
Zelda's
unbelievable.
theme so bad.
That would have been awesome. But
This was a perfect final character.
yeah, yeah, 100%.
Oh my god, I had to restrain myself on Twitter so many times today from people just saying dumb shit.
Yes. Well, I was
Laura?
Like worse than usual.
I saw a lot of people get ratio today. That's all I'm saying.
That's wild. I don't know where you guys were looking because after every Smash thing, normally I leave the video for a couple hours or whatever, and then I go to read comments. And there's always like, you know how YouTube auto filters comments and puts them under review, and you have to go like manually approve them. Yeah. There's always like a flood of comments I have to manually approve. There were 0, and this was like, I don't know, 4 hours in. And there were 0 manually approved comments,
right,
which
bro,
said to
there's
me
a
like
difference
everyone was
between
being
YouTube and Twitter.
Well, that's true. Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I think in a good way, the majority of the vibe has been like good. Like obviously, there's always going to be assholes. We're at that point where almost every character realistically is in, so you just gotta have those. But like for the most part, it was like genuinely a nice time on the internet today.
That tweet I just posted was the one that got me the closest. Actual brain worms.
But yeah, man. Good shit. Good shit, Sock. Good shit.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Sakurai and his team.
So actually, while we're on the topic of Sakurai, then too, we should talk about this a little bit. Do you believe this is his last Smash game?
Of course.
Yes.
No.
I think he will supervise the next one.
That's what I think too. I don't think he's going to direct the next one.
That's the same thing.
He'll be there, but he'll be supervised.
I think Sakurai is such a hands-on person that, like, literally they started Brawl without him, and then when they brought up to him, it's like, "Hey, you want to be on this? Because we're gonna do it anyways." Oh yes.
He said, "What the fuck is going on in here?"
What do you mean you're not gonna
did
have every
what?
character in
He
history?
said, "Get this shit out of my face."
It is so bizarre though, because I feel like unless the next game, and we've talked about this multiple times, unless the next game just builds upon Ultimate, like takes everything, does the Deluxe Edition, and does like another fighter pass of characters, like it's gonna have negative backlash, no matter what they do, I feel like, because this roster is unrivaled. They're never gonna do this again. Yeah, Sora's gonna be gone, for sure. Yeah.
Next Smash game, we're definitely getting like a series reboot. Like he's gonna change. He's gonna change a whole bunch of mechanics. He's gonna cut half the fucking roster.
It's a 2D fighter.
Yeah.
Get this ultimate garbage out of my face.
Yeah, it's a 3D arena fighter.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Where
getting,
and the first characters are like Little Mac, Ryu, Mario, fucking Bullet Bill, Goomba.
Yo.
Oh my gosh.
And I can definitely see if they reboot it. There's characters that
Gino.
weren't in for sure.
And then you get Gino.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I would say, of characters that were added to this game that I feel like aren't going anywhere, I think Pyra and Mithra are probably staying at this point in terms of like Xenoblade.
I just think next game's gonna be something completely different. Like I think we just gotta be thankful we have this shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think every Nintendo character is staying. I think most of the Pokemon cast is staying, to be honest.
Yeah.
But like other than that, I personally I don't want them to do the same thing. Like
no,
now,
I don't either.
Like,
I feel like this is
I want you to get fucking like Cloud and Sephiroth are dope, cool. Get me Tifa. Where's Barrett at? Get me that instead. If you're gonna do that, like you know what I mean, like
yo,
just
I was born in the right generation, bro. Thank God.
You don't know what's to come, bro.
Ultimate.
Yeah, dude,
I feel like we said the exact same thing at the end of Smash 4.
Yeah. But the thing was, at the end of Smash 4, Cloud was kind of that moment for a lot of us where it was like, oh, he could do whatever he wants. And the way that Smash 4 ended, like, at the time, obviously, Bayonetta was hype, but Bayonetta and Corrin were not the same as, like, Sora and Minecraft Steve. Like, it's a different level of hype and unrealistic impossibilities that came true during this game. When you look back, I mean, obviously, like, Cloud was a huge deal again.
Cloud was the Sora of Smash 4.
Right.
Like, that shit was impossible.
Right.
You're gonna get a Square Enix character in here? You're fucking nuts.
Smash 4, like, Ridley was still a stage hazard, K. Rool was a Mii costume, like, there were a lot of things that seemed obvious during Smash 4 that just never ended up, like, coming true. And it feels like with this, pretty much everything came true. Like, all the dreams people had of the next Smash game after Smash 4 ended, they did it.
I'm always of the opinion, especially when you can trust that a company or a developer has a certain level of quality.
Quality.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
It's crazy having quality, huh?
Yeah. Is that a problem?
Oh no, it's not a problem. Some other games are just missing that. You know what I'm saying? Some other games are just. I appreciate the quality. Some other games are just completely missing the quality, and it's very sad.
What game are you referring to?
Don't worry about
it. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl?
I said no names.
What are you talking about?
I said no names.
I was just asking to make sure that I knew what he was saying. I'm good. I didn't ask all of that.
I said no names.
I know, of course. Anyway.
You mean Pokemon?
It applies to a lot of games out there. I said no names. I wasn't talking about any games specifically.
Yeah, but like,
I thought you were trying to hand me a segue. I thought you were trying to hand me a segue for Nickelodeon.
Absolutely not. I was just making a comment, bro, an observation.
No, but you were definitely talking about Pokemon for sure.
I wasn't talking about any game in specific, bro.
I thought Temtem was the new wave.
Yo, Temtem definitely has the bag. I'll tell you that much. That's great. Yeah,
That's
right,
true.
Shofu? Temtem's awesome. You want to do another co-op stream?
I just want to know why he does this. Like, I just don't know. Like, I know why. No, never mind.
Yeah, of course. So anyway, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl came out today when Sora was announced for Smash Brothers. Has anybody played it yet?
The game has been for 45 minutes. Get that shit out of here. Get that doodle garbage, poo-poo, doodle caca ass game out of here. It's trash. It sucks. It stinks. There's no voice lines. The whole game is mute. The game is trash. Get it out of here. It's so damn fast. It's garbage. Garbage doodle caca. The grab's garbage. The whole game trash. Everybody sliding around fighting. Nobody saying shit. The game is garbage. Goblina busted. Get that trash ass game out of here. Nickelodeon blown away by the anime boy with the key in his hand. Nickelodeon step your game up. Get out of here. Fuck you gonna play that for? You know what you played that for? Until the Smash reveal. And you know what you did? You refunded that shit. $40 back in my pocket. You know what I'm doing with it? Buying something to eat. And you know what else I'm eating? You know what else I'm eating? I'm eating the Smash game right now. You know what? Sora in the game right now. That's what.
What's Sora doing in the game, bro? What's Sora doing in the game?
Sora is the final DLC character. He beating ass. That's what's happening right now. All right. Nickelodeon Smash. Get that shit out of here. Everybody refund that game. Get it out of here. Remove it from the wish list. You know what? It's garbage.
That game is crazy.
Get that shit out of here.
That is a crazy thing to say. Everybody refund that game is crazy.
Oh my god.
Bro, I went into the server with Puffin and Zamper in them. There was like 12, 13 people in the call. I said, man, I had to return that Nickelodeon game, bro. I didn't enjoy it. And they all said, yeah, me too. I didn't expect that shit at all.
Okay, but then he came to his server where I was there, and I told him I also refunded it.
It sucks. Oh my god.
It's not even that it sucks. I can obviously see the appeal. There's a long list of problems I got though.
Yeah.
First problem is that the game sucks.
Hey, bro, but hey, that's supposed to be the Smash killer.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. You get all these Melee people who are like, Smash sucks now. Like, I love Nickelodeon instead. Smash is terrible. It's like, all right, well.
The first problem I got, right? Why am I watching these cartoon characters, cartoons that are brought to life by their voice actors, by the way, fight in complete silence with some fucking royalty-free music in the background? What is that shit? That shit's, it's just weird. It's weird to hear and look at.
I'll say, although I would love the normal music, that SpongeBob theme song is really good, though.
Oh, no, absolutely.
I gotta give them that.
That's fine. The
thing that was weird about it, though, like, obviously they could put in licensed music, and I feel like that's probably going to come down the line with DLC. And I went into this knowing there wasn't going to be, like, any voice acting at all, right? Like, there weren't any voice actors, no voice acting. What I didn't understand that meant is, like, no grunts when you attack, no, like, just random one-off little things that are
the characters.
None at all. Zero. I turned on arcade mode. I streamed it earlier, and it was like they have quotes from their shows before they fight each other in arcade mode, and there's no sound whatsoever. It's just dead silence. It's like the scene in Pokemon Sword and Shield where the guy's having the concert and he's just singing and there's no sound. It's dead.
His song.
Bro, it's bad. Bro, the character interactions aren't even really interactions. I remember I was using Cat Dog, and it would show the little text box at the bottom, and Cat would be like, you gotta wake up early in the morning to stop this cat. And I was fighting Reptar. You know what Reptar said? Snarl. And then the fight started, and it was quiet.
What the fuck else you gonna say?
Nigga, at least let the nigga snarl.
Okay, but Toph said,
She said, "I love being an earthbender." What?
What?
What the? Like what? What?
I got
Classic
the picture. I got the picture. Y'all think I'm capping?
That's canon, bro. What you mean?
Isn't that a quote from the show though?
And I quote, I love fighting. I love
like bro.
Coney's face in the corner of that.
I love fighting. I love being
It's so trash.
I love fighting. Bruh, that's not even the surface of the problems I got with this damn game. The other problem I got is how the fuck do you have no alternate colors in a game where people can pick the same character? Like, what the fuck is... That's very minor, but very simple. Please differentiate between the two people on the screen. Please.
At least one, bro.
What the fuck is that shit? Third, right? Third, the customization is fucking trash. Why is the C-stick a normal light attack? I'm trying to do some damage. Like, I'm trying to move around, do damage. I can't even remount my C-stick to anything else. It has to be what it is. The customization is very, very, very bad.
Shit.
Why are there only 2 aerial moves, bro?
I was just about to say that. The lack of distinct animations between characters is abysmal, bro. It's disgusting. Every character has the same fucking moves, bro. Yeah. And the animations are so quick and like every move is fucking frame 1. Yeah. And they end instantly. You can't even fucking see what the fuck happened. Every character has the same exact normals pretty much. Every down air is a spike, every up air is a fucking juggle move. It's all the exact same between characters. Don't like that.
I want to go on a quick tangent just related to something Shofu said about customization. So, completely unrelated, but Melty Blood came out recently. Game very fun, but they touted the game having like a custom color creator, and I'm pretty sure everyone was expecting it to work the way that Rivals custom color creator works, where like you literally pick every color.
Well, how the previous Melty color maker worked.
What they do?
It doesn't do it that way. The way the custom character color works in the new Melty Blood game is like you have like 6 or 7 color options for the character. Like for example, if they're wearing like a 2-tone jacket, like you can change both tones of the jacket, but you can't pick any color. You just have like 8 to choose from.
No.
You can't just like put whatever colors you want. You have 8 color choices to choose from for any individual like thing that is colorable. So you can't like make any color you want. It's just kind of like a mix and match shit. It's
dog shit.
It's weird.
That's not. I mean, that's not. The
Game's fun though. It's wacky, but it's fun.
I'm gonna tell you right now, and I mean this with no hyperbole. I played some games with Zamper of this Nickelodeon game, and I had played Danny Phantom for 10 minutes in training mode. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna try out another character. I played another character. I did the exact same thing, and it worked with the other character. I said, wow, that's kind of weird. Maybe they got the same kind of... I picked a different character. I did the exact same thing.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I saw people on Twitter.
This shit is lame as hell.
I saw people on Twitter, bro, and they're like, yo, I'm kind of feeling this character and this character. I don't know about this character. I'm like, bro, they look like they all play the same. What are you talking about?
Right now, the one I will say I liked, because I played a good couple hours on stream earlier today. The one that I liked, and I probably liked her the most because she felt the most different, was April from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Because you like summon the camera, right? And then like the more that they get hit by the camera flashes, the stronger the rest of your attacks become. And it was fun to hop online and like randomly play against people as April who don't know what the heck they're doing. And like, just literally during the first couple streams, like, you guys know I am not a good Smash Brothers player. Like, I know the fundamentals, but I'm a decent casual, right? Like, I'm better than the average casual, but I'm by no means like a good competitive player in Smash. And I was,
he's fucking
what do you mean?
Bro, I played you, bro. You're way better than I thought you were gonna be, bro.
Okay, well that's fair.
You're kind of nice, bro.
No fundamentals, though.
You're kind of nice, bro.
All right, well, I'll take. All right, if you think I'm kind of nice at Smash, I'll take it then. But regardless, this little guy came on, was playing as Ren and Stimpy, and was wave dashing across the stage, and I'm like, oh, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. So I just like focused and didn't talk on stream and just was playing as April, and I obliterated this dude and he rage quit. And I was like, oh, this is what I'm expecting from this game now.
Hold on, wait. Now, speaking of wave dashing, right? Speaking of wave dashing, Why the fuck can you wave dash, move crazy all over the damn stage, but when it comes to platforms, you have to hold down and jump to fall through? That shit is trash.
What?
Yeah,
you have to hold down and jump to fall through a platform.
Yeah,
bro.
it feels so bad.
It ruins everything. I gotta fucking stop everything I'm doing to hold down and jump to fall through this damn platform. I'm over here trying to move, bro. I'm sliding. Gotta hold down and
Roger,
jump. What the fuck is that shit?
I have a question for you, Roger.
let's hear it.
When you decimated this individual,
yes,
I did not watch this stream.
Right.
But did you do something, in combination of, something similar to up air and then up air? And
yes.
then up air,
I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked.
And what you did up lights, up light, and then you tried to hit him with a up strong attack, but if you miss, you just waited until they land and then you just hit any strong attack?
That sounds like Patrick, and that's correct. When I was playing as Patrick, that's exactly how Patrick played.
So that's
it was waiting to time the trophy on the head, and then as soon as the trophy went up, I was like, oh, I know the timing of this now. You could destroy them. But April, like I said, it was more like I was short hopping a bunch and then doing the down strong move where it's like the 3 camera flashes. Then I would drop a camera, stand there as they don't know what they're doing, as the camera just absorbs the attack. I see my little microphone twinkle, and then I slap them with the microphone and they die. And I'm like, oh, this is how you win as April. And then I just kept playing and I was having a good time.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, that's how literally everyone plays. And you know why? Cat Dog is the most busted character in the game by far?
He's a stance character.
Shofu was watching. No, that has nothing to do with it. It's because all of his hitboxes are 85, take up half the screen.
Yeah.
And if you do the exact same thing that you do with every other character, he just does it infinitely better. Yeah. That's why.
He kills
if you're
very
down
early.
there, he's
percent
just a big
doesn't even matter in that game. It's weird as hell. I'm playing Zim. I can't kill people till they're at 200%. I play against a cat dog. He hits me twice. I'm dead, bro. What is that?
Powdered Toast Man killed me at 36% earlier today. I was like, what the heck?
I killed Zamper earlier at 40% with Cat Dog in the middle of the stage with just an up strong. He just died.
The devs said balance doesn't matter. It's the first patch. Have fun and break the game.
What the fuck is that?
You know what else doesn't matter?
So we're guinea
because it
pigs,
got
right.
refunded.
Get shit out of here,
bro. I'm saying the game is fun. But that game is not worth $50, bro. That game is not worth $50 in its current state. Hell no. I can't even believe it.
I haven't played the game at all yet, but from what I've seen and from what I've heard about the game, it can be summarized as a fun game, but not a good game.
Exactly.
Right. That's a good way to describe it, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. That cannot be a competitive game. That's not a competitive game at the moment.
No, I didn't refund it. I mean, I'm having a good time with it. It's still fun.
Did you buy it?
What'd you say?
# free product?
Oh yeah, # free product. But regardless, it doesn't matter. I still had fun with it, and it's like I think it's 40 right now if you get it on
it's on 40.
The eShop. It's like 40, whatever.
It's 40 on Steam too. Well, why did it release on sale?
If it was $30,
they knew.
I think people would be a lot more okay with it. And I think if the devs really do want to patch it and just have people be guinea pigs and have fun right now, I think that's fine. But I think we need to have a conversation about it months from now after the game actually becomes somewhat competitive. Because right now in the state it's in, it's not at all.
Bro, what was that shit with Donatello or one of the other turtles just infinitely jumping?
Yeah, Michelangelo can just sit at the top blast zone infinitely.
Wow.
And this is the Smash Killer.
Yeah, it's a Smash Killer, bro.
I mean,
I gotta say that was the cringiest thing.
I never took anybody that said that seriously in any way, shape, or form.
All of these Melee players who were like, Nintendo, we hate Nintendo now, and it's like, I'm gonna just become amazing at Nickelodeon. You wait and see. And it's like, just watching the streams today, going through, everybody's talking about Sora. Obviously, everybody's there's other things even people are hype about today. Not even just, it's been a busy week, right? We had Banana Mania. We've got Metroid Dread coming out on Friday. There's a lot. This is a good week for Nintendo. And I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. This desire that this game has to be better than Smash Bros. It's you really think, and this is no shade at all to the people making Nickelodeon, but it's that's a small team with very little budget. Did you realistically think that game would be better in any way, shape, or form than Smash Brothers? No. No, it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, gameplay wise, it had a chance, because obviously it's gonna bring different things to the table.
Sure.
But I don't like the gameplay either. So
not to mention,
Who was that earlier today that tweeted that? I saw in the chat where it was like, yeah, the streets play Nickelodeon.
My God.
Who was that?
Well, y'all gonna keep playing that shit on the street, then?
I gotta find that. Yeah, exactly.
I was also gonna say that I think
boy,
a lot of these like smashers that are super trying to advocate for Nick All Stars tend to forget how many people bought Smash and just how much of a tiny fraction though like their kind of player base constitutes to, because like these super competitive players that really want to kind of dive deep into the meta of Nick All Stars, they are a teeny tiny fraction of the overall number of people that bought Smash. And until a studio can create a game that can compete with not so much the gameplay of Smash, but the size and the spectacle and the polish of Smash, like nothing's gonna kill it.
I've been trying to say that shit. Nobody has enough money or resources or time to ever do anything to fucking Smash Bros. Or take their fucking
because these Smash players hear the words developer supported and start freaking out.
Developer support, rollback, and wave dash.
Netcode seems to be
the holy trifecta.
Yeah.
Now I will say, because I have to dip, I assume we're gonna talk about Pokemon.
So, for sure, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go real quick.
Take it away.
And my couple things. A, the Pokemon timeline doesn't make any fucking sense. B, Game Freak is a bunch of fucking clowns. C, the game looks dope. And D, play New World. The game's good.
No, don't play New World.
New World? Play New World. The game's good.
You said get your fucking graphics card fried up.
Ha! I don't.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah, I'm talking Pokemon.
Yeah, they're about to. And
yeah, I bet. So I'm gonna make my closing statement real quick.
Go ahead.
All right. So, how long have we been doing this whole waiting for DLC characters thing? If we talking since Smash 4?
Oh man, I mean, literally when Japan time started, right? Yeah, it'd be more than that.
No,
I mean, if you think Smash 4, yeah.
You know,
since
so
2014.
So you know, over the course of what I'm saying, these we'll say 7+ years. Over the course of these 7+ years, we wait for these directs and everything, and everybody always says, the meme is, as people that play this game, we hate this game and shit like that. But every time a new character comes out, everybody reunites, share in the joy and the spectacle and the love of, a potentially beloved character being added to this game that we all play. You know what I mean? And as time's gone on, we've gained new people that play the game, and we've lost beloved people that play the game and shit like that. And it's what this game does, what this game has done, it has been a beautiful thing. And I just want to say that we lost Etika.
Yep.
And Etika would have 100% loved
100%.
Oh, dude, he would have loved this pack, man. Pyra and Mithra and Steve, Sephiroth, like Min Min.
Like,
man,
he would have absolutely, not to be a downer, but I'm just,
No, I understand completely. That's how I felt this morning.
We lost, we lost the boy, and he was an integral part of the hype behind this game. You know what I mean? Behind the hype.
100%.
A new character being added. So Etika, I don't know if there's a capability or a chance of you hearing this, but my nigga, this pass is fire. You got what you wanted. A lot of us got what we wanted, and the game is complete, and it's absolutely fire. We love you. We miss you.
Amen. Absolutely. And it's amazing too when you think about it, right? Like, right after we lost him, the first thing we saw was Sans. And, I'd mentioned this during the very beginning of my reaction today, even on stream too. I was like, I want to dedicate the reactions today to Etika, because I feel like so much of the culture that surrounds like Smash reactions online, right? Like, it was cultivated by him, and you could make arguments of, there are people that were always doing reactions, but the way in which reactions are done today, right, with like live stream and the live chat on stream and interacting and the hype behind it, and then like the unbridled hype or like extreme emotion and disappointment or love of whatever the thing is, like that is something he perfected and created that then a lot of us were like, oh my gosh, that's so fun. Like, I would love to be able to do the same thing, right? And so I feel like literally everybody reacting to Smash today in some way, whether they know it or not, was influenced by Desmond. Like, all of them. Yeah, so you couldn't have put it better, Shizzy. Absolutely. And you brought up earlier about if there's some way he's hearing it or whatever. And I mentioned earlier today too. It's like he's here. You know what I mean? Like he's not here, but he's here. Yeah. And I think he knows all of this. I think like the Min Min and Sephiroth, he knows.
Yeah.
So
I feel like this was very much an Etika pass.
100%. Yeah.
So that's my closing statement. Japan time. I appreciate y'all having me.
Always.
I'm gonna go be a mongrel. I appreciate y'all, man. And Sora's gonna be dropping it soon, so I'm expecting to play with y'all. I love and appreciate y'all. Until next time, my boys. Thank you.
Absolutely, Shizzy. You're always welcome. Of course, we're gonna do an episode after Sora comes out, so please come back.
What you talking about? This is the last episode, bro. Smash is dead.
Okay. Well, aren't we not a Smash podcast anymore? Aren't we talking about other things? Isn't that the whole point of the rebrand? That we don't have Smash stuff?
Rebrand. Oh, Smash is gone. It's over.
It's over now? Okay. So that was all
the things.
Did you hear what HungryBox said? HungryBox said this game's gone now.
Oh, man.
We're an hour and a half in. We still got a whole Nintendo Direct to talk about.
We got a lot of stuff to get through. Yeah, we just been talking about Smash Brothers.
Oh,
but there's
shit.
a lot
there was a direct.
Thanks,
Good night, Shizzy. Good night, Shizzy.
Take it easy, buddy.
Tito, what else did you want to mention did Tito leave?
Okay.
Yeah, he had to go.
If there was something he wanted to mention regarding Pokemon, right? That we had Cleaver.
He basically just said fuck that game.
Oh.
Nah, he said Game Freak a bunch of clowns or something. And then he said the game was cool or something.
I was gonna say
He said
don't
something
like
about the
Cleaver's design.
timeline or some shit.
Yeah. Cleaver's design is not. I'm not a fan of him.
I mean, same.
I don't like
it either.
I don't mind.
Super Smash Brothers is an incredible series. Sakurai is one of the greatest game developers to ever exist, and Nintendo can suck my left nut.
Yeah, but you're still gonna keep buying the games.
100%.
Of course.
If Namco, Bandai Namco is making them with Sakurai at the helm, yeah, sure.
What the heck, by the way, was up with that logo design change?
Bro, that is the worst logo design I've ever seen.
What was that?
That is the worst logo redesign ever.
Did they backpedal it?
That can't possibly be
No, they didn't backpedal it. So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, Bandai Namco announced they are changing their logo, which has been, the orange and yellow circle for like a really long time, to this weird. I mean, it looks like an Uber Eats logo. I don't even know what this is.
It's Bandai Namco in the shape of a text message bubble because they want to incorporate the message of communication within their community, and that's the way they explain it. But it's so garbage.
That's so contrived. It doesn't make sense,
dude. It's the mobile app simplification of all the logos ever.
It's the simplification of logos nowadays where that's just too much.
Did you guys ever see that fucking 42-page PDF for the Pepsi logo redesign?
Yeah.
With the curves of the sphere follow the dimensions of the universe. This is some fucking 5-dimension chess.
It's the same thing with fucking Firefox.
I will say the one that did it right recently, Burger King. Burger King straight up was like, our logo kind of sucks. We're gonna go back to the one from the 80s, and they just used the old logo now.
I don't mind the simplified logo thing is cool if it still has a symbol that you can associate within your head.
With Burger King, it makes sense still because
a burger in the middle.
It's a burger. With Bandai Namco, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, just an empty text box.
I mean, what was the shit before?
When you have two such famous silhouettes to pull from with Pac-Man and Gundam, to not have that incorporated at all in the logo does seem very weird. Yeah.
So I do want to jump on the Firefox thing really quick because that was a huge thing that went all over the internet that was actually not quite correct. The sphere logo for Mozilla that doesn't have the fox in it is the Mozilla. It's really fucking weird, and they're absolutely stupid for the way they went about it. And I understand why people got confused, but there's Mozilla the company, there's Mozilla Firefox, the brand, and then there's Mozilla Firefox, the browser, and the Firefox brand and browser are two different things. And it's the Firefox brand logo that's only the sphere, because they also have like Mozilla Firefox like file sharing or something, which isn't actually the browser, but it's still a Firefox. It's really confusing, and that's why people got like hung up on it. But like they absolutely did not kill the fox off of the Firefox logo.
Yeah, the browser still has the fox.
Yeah. And the logo, that new logo that is just the sphere, it's still the fox's tail, right? I mean, that's like what it's supposed to represent, isn't it?
It's good too. This fucking Bandai Namco.
Yeah, this Bandai one sucks.
It's not even the same colors anymore. Like, I don't know why. Like, what was wrong with the orange and yellow?
You know what's crazy? No, it's because they just want to redesign for the sake of redesigning.
Of course.
Where they probably just don't like how bulky it is, and someone got paid a lot of money just to mock up that fucking logo. And
how's
they're
it gonna
like,
look in like
yeah, bro,
in Tekken, in the next Tekken game when like you get that top down shot on the Bandai arena?
Kazuya punching,
I mean, this is not this is not even close to the first time some shit like this has happened.
Yeah, no. The new thing nowadays, like
this is like excessive though. Like
the old
they
logo
didn't
pretty standard too, to be honest.
No, like they could have absolutely used a brand refresh. It's just like they went too far in every direction.
Yeah,
like, it's not the same font. It's not the same colors. It's not the same color like temperature. Like they went from warm colors to cold colors.
The pink,
it's not
very weird.
It's not the same shapes. It's not the same colors. It's not the same font. Like it's literally completely different. You could write any text in that pink box, and like you could call it a new company logo, and you would never affiliate.
It looks like T-Mobile, if we're being honest. It looks exactly like T-Mobile.
Because that's
like if T-Mobile acquired Bandai Namco.
Bro, that would work more for T-Mobile because of the text, like
exactly,
imagery.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're a fucking game and toy company, not like a messaging company.
Yeah,
you don't know what's
it's crazy.
They about to drop a Bandai phone, bro. Watch. Chopping out the Bando with the Bandai. Yeah, y'all not.
Yeah, they're gonna pull a Konami, except instead of going into pachinko games, they're just going into mobile games now. No more console or PC games ever again. They're a mobile game company now. That's why it's a chat box. They're only making shit for phones now.
Well, someone who's not making games for phones anymore is Nintendo, and they just had a Nintendo Direct. So we have a lot of stuff to go over there. A lot of stuff in this last Nintendo Direct. There were some leaks the day before. There were some leaks the morning of. I accidentally spoiled Kirby for Fidel in the chat. Or no, when we were talking about it. There's a lot to go over here. A lot. I was going back and looking sort of at the notes for this one, and I feel like we should probably skim through this. And if there's something you guys find interesting, we can stop and talk about it a little bit.
I straight up don't even remember the Direct.
Well, good thing I got notes, so we can go in order.
Really quick, because I came in late, Roger. Because I came in late, I don't know if you guys talked about it, and because it's something that I feel like should have been in the Direct instead of the Smash Bros. Presentation today. But what about the cloud gaming shit?
Oh yeah, the Kingdom Hearts thing.
Did you?
We talked about it a little bit. Super weird. Yeah.
It's like completely unannounced. They just dropped that like cloud gaming is coming to Switch. The fuck?
Well, there
were games.
The Switch has it.
Resident Evil, Assassin's Creed. Yeah,
there's a bunch of cloud games on Switch already.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
They even had the last Direct. They put like Dying Light or something.
The last Direct, it's Dying Light.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
It's just not good. That's our
fake Nintendo fan. Get his ass, fake Nintendo fan.
Bro.
They started that with Resident Evil 7 a couple years ago, right? In Japan?
Yeah, with Resident Evil 7.
Yeah. All right, well, in order, since we're talking about Capcom anyway, first thing in this Direct, we saw the first trailer for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, which I guess just had sort of like a blowout at TGS last week as well. I have not seen any of this, so if someone has information or can talk about this, please take the floor.
Isn't McDareth the Monster Hunter dude?
Oh, wait. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I'm also doing some homework. It's talking about Monster Hunter, yeah?
Yeah, Sun Eater, Sunbreak.
Yeah.
Sunbreak.
So it's kind of what they always do with Monster Hunter. They always have like a G version that just adds more to it. This is coming kind of quick, I feel like, compared to most Monster Hunters, though it's also worldwide launch. Normally, Japan gets it first for like this style of Monster Hunter, then we get it later. So it's just going to add a lot more monsters, it's going to add more armors, it should add more difficulty, higher level quests, new weapons. So it's an expansion. So it's adding a bunch of new stuff.
I'm sure they're going to sell it separately, though, right? Like they're going to. I mean, when I say sell it separately, I mean they're probably going to have like a new inbox thing.
They'll
like
probably have a box, with Iceborne that comes with both.
Sure.
Or if you already have it, you just buy it as DLC.
Sure. And then have they announced any of the new monsters yet?
There's a new flagship. I don't remember its name. Besides that, no, from what I know.
Cool. I saw a giant crab on Twitter. I didn't know if that was like a returning one or not.
Describe the crab to me. Is it red or blue?
A giant blue crab.
That's the Cantars. That's returning from a while.
There you go.
Shogun Cantar. I'm pretty sure that's the returning one.
So we had the Sunbreak trailer open the direct. We then get the reveal of the rest of the boards for Mario Party Superstars.
Hell yeah!
Out real quick.
Can't
It's
wait.
looking pretty good. Yeah, looking like fun. We got a new game from Yoko Taro called Voice of Cards, which was just a surprise reveal that came out like the next day.
That game was random as hell, bro. What the hell?
Super random.
I'm not.
There was a Chocobo Mario Kart game, Chocobo
That shit's
GP.
fire.
A lot of Final Fantasy IX stuff in there. Vivi's in there, and they have Alexandria. Is that the name of the city in that game?
I have a theory that we're getting Final Fantasy IX content very soon.
Well, wasn't there supposed to be some like remake? Didn't we talk about that on the previous episode?
There's that GeForce leak with the Final Fantasy IX remake. There's the animated show. There's all this Final Fantasy IX stuff and Chocobo Racing. There's been speculation recently because I think it was Umatsu or Sakaguchi talking about how they want to either make a sequel to Final Fantasy IX or redo Final Fantasy IX. I forget what it was. But yeah, there's a buzz around it recently, so I think something's going down over there at Square.
Right on. We got a trailer for Age of Calamity's expansion again, which I honestly thought already came out. We got the announcement of the final Sakurai Presents, which obviously we already talked about. We now know it to be Sora. And then the first major reveal, we get Kirby and the Forgotten Land, the first ever fully 3D Kirby platformer game coming out this upcoming spring. What do you guys think about this?
I think if they don't put a Kirby Air Ride style side game in it, they're idiots.
Shut up.
Ooh, that's a good idea, actually.
I would love that. I don't think that's going to happen, but I would love that.
But
you have the whole city
about this game. No, but here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. The good thing about this is that now that Kirby's back to now fully transitioning to 3D, I think like a new Air Ride is possible because they're not scared to venture in that territory anymore. Like the spin-offs can be 3D now and all that shit. Like,
yeah,
Sakurai's done with Smash Brothers. I mean, if he wants a fun little side project, he could go do an Air Ride too if he wants.
He's not working on this, right?
No,
no, he's not.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
I heard someone mention going back to Kirby. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Well, there was a back and forth, wasn't there, where like people were unsure of whether or not Sakurai had anything to do with this game?
No, he hasn't.
No, I don't remember seeing that.
I don't know where I read that. I remember seeing that on Twitter.
I doubt he has any involvement in this game.
Yeah. Then what was the next announcement after that? There were a lot of them. I'm trying to go in order though.
Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, the direct for Animal Crossing coming this month. We got Brewster finally confirmed for that game. I will say this. I talked about this on a previous episode of Japan Time. I'm going to bring it up again. I would put money on there being Zelda stuff in this. I'm shocked that the Master Sword, that the Majora's Mask, all those items that were Zelda items already in Animal Crossing were not in the game yet. It's the anniversary. I really think that's probably something they're going to throw in there. I mean, if this is a direct, it's something more than just showing
this
the
game
roots.
definitely needs more than just Zelda stuff.
Right.
It needs an expansion.
I think it's going to be a pretty.
That shit needs content, bro.
It needs content. Like you can't people are done with like the little item stuff. Like the only way you're gonna get people back in playing is like some new thing to do in the game.
Yeah, you're gonna need gyroids, you need mini games, throw all that in there.
Gyroids, I think gyroids are very possible if the Roost is coming back. Because wasn't the whole thing in New Leaf that you put your gyroids there to perform at the Roost? So that seems like something that's pretty likely. I think we could get new villagers out of it now that we know there's new amiibo cards coming. I think in terms of new villagers, I'd be shocked if we don't get Ganon and Epona coming back from New Leaf. There was the Ganon pig villager and an Epona horse villager. That's right. That's right. We also had the Squid Sisters, Squirrel Sisters. They might come back too.
Is there a Mario one? I forget.
I don't remember.
I feel like
Wolf
that would have
Link?
just been during that Mario content drop.
That's right. Wolf Link was one of them. That's right.
Oh, that's probably what I was thinking of, Wolf Link.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably going to be a lot of content in this. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to that New Horizons Direct. We got the announcement that the Disney game is getting ported. That like Disney whatever.
So bad.
Magical Kingdom 2?
Yeah.
We got
Why did I
the
remember
new trailer for Triangle Strategy, which looks awesome. Talking about developers listening to people. They said that they took the feedback
Sakurai
into
dropped a new
consideration.
screenshot.
Oh, what is it?
It's just characters running with Sora.
Oh, cute.
It's like whatever, but
That
it's
is
more
very
Sora,
cute.
so
Oh yeah, I like that. Well, Sora, Square Enix, again on the topic Square Enix, like I said, Triangle Strategy, we got a trailer looking really good. We got the final trailer for Metroid Dread, which comes out officially Friday. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure we'll talk about that in the next show. And then the showstopper for me personally, the announcement that Nintendo 64 and Genesis are coming to Switch Online, that the games have online functionality, so online Star Fox 64, online Mario Kart 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Majora's Mask, F-Zero X, tons of games coming to this thing, and that it's going to drop at some point in October.
I find it so funny that in that lineup, they did not put a single Mario Party because they want to sell the new one with the old boards.
Of course. Mm-hmm. Do you guys think, obviously, we got to bring this up, do you think Smash is going to be on here eventually?
yes.
We'll see.
Nope. Smash 64 with online?
I
Like,
think they
kind of
would.
nice.
Oh, it'd be fucking great if they pull it
Oh.
off, but they've done this once before and they fucked it up.
Yeah, but I don't even think it'll be a big deal. I think it'll just be they throw it in there. and,
Nope.
like, you can do the online.
They fucked up Smash 64 Virtual Console once. I am fully
How'd they-
expecting.
how'd they mess
Yeah, but
it
they
up?
could-
they're not
Smash
doing it
64
again,
Virtual
then it'll
Console
be
didn't
there.
have online, though.
No, but it ran like shit, so it wouldn't matter if it had online. That like it
I
was,
also
it was a
don't-
terrible port.
You know, based on how Ultimate's online is, I'm not particularly excited for the idea of Smash 64 online either.
They're not-
It's
they're
probably
not
just
doing
going to be just as bad if it happens.
No, I don't think it's even a big deal.
Well,
I think
it'd
it's
be
just, like, a
it
nice
would be
small thing.
different because Ultimate is the way it is because of Bandai Namco, and Nintendo has put out games that use rollback like ARMS.
Also, I'm seeing someone in the chat saying cloud gaming's fine if it's N64. Well, cloud gaming, you need to be online to use the N64 thing for the first time, so they check that you have the online, like, purchased. But you can have your thing in airplane mode and play Super Nintendo and Nintendo games. Those games are not cloud games. I was playing it on the plane the other day, so that's definitely not a cloud game.
30-day checkup. That's all it is.
Right.
That's how it works.
My problem with that
it's
stuff
definitely emulated.
is, why does that shit cost more money?
that was so fucking weird.
That's
Yeah.
my issue. Why is Nintendo charging me more money for their online service when all they're adding to their online service is games? When they're not improving the online service
Like,
and
can
adding
get it.
other features.
I can get it. if
Are
They're
you
trying
gonna
to
buy it or
go
not?
fully to like Xbox Game Pass level, and I can
Right.
get some new games with it. But you're selling me N64 games that either own or don't care about.
Yeah, but
Are you
Game
gonna
Pass
buy it
is
or
just
not?
Game Pass. Game Pass doesn't give you online.
Right.
Those are
right.
two separate services.
No, but there's Game Pass Ultimate. That
The
includes it.
reason they're
Those are
doing it
still
is-
two separate services, though.
Are you gonna buy it or not?
no. The reason they're
I
doing
don't know,
it
bro. I actually don't know if I'm gonna buy it.
is
Yeah.
I
because
think it depends on the price, right? I mean, like,
Yeah, it depends on the price. If it's like
If it's
$5 or
like-
$10, sure,
Right,
I'll buy it.
Sure,
I
right.
think
Well,
that's-
I
I'm
think-
just
but
saying,
that's
if you
what it's
buy
gonna
that
be,
shit after
right?
saying
Like, I've
what
seen
you just
people
said, it don't
complaining
make no
about
damn
it,
sense,
saying,
bro.
"Oh, it's gonna be so expensive."
Straight
I'm
up.
sure it's gonna be like $5 more.
I'm more excited
sure.
about the Genesis lineup because all of the Genesis games are fire, all bangers. The best of the best of the
Heroes,
Genesis games.
Echo the Dolphin, Sonic 2. There's a
I
lot
had
of
to
good
play
ones in there.
Sonic 2 again. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I can tell you exactly
I
what
swear,
happened.
dude.
We have the famous story of back during I think the Wii U development when Nintendo was making like their online services basically for the second time ever. And developers were just like, "Hey, you should do these things the way Xbox and or PlayStation does them." And eventually Nintendo came back with the, "Oh, we don't use those things. We don't know how they work." We all know that famous story. And so what happened is after the Wii U, they finally looked at those other things and they were like, "Oh, holy shit. Sony and Microsoft are charging money for online. People are actually okay with that. We should do that." And so they did it for Switch, and they were worried that people wouldn't actually fucking pay money for it because it's a stupid idea. And then when people did, they're just like, oh, well, we lowballed ourselves. Now we need a reason to bump up the price. And this is it. This is what happened.
But what is the price of Switch Online for a year right now? It's like 20 something bucks, right?
It's $20.
So I mean, if it's $20 right now, if they make it like an additional $5, if it goes up to get the premium like to 25 or 30, would you still get the premium if it includes like N64 and Genesis? Yeah, me too.
Extra bucks. Yeah, I'll buy it.
Yeah, no, same. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be more than that. I think there's people who are really scared it's gonna be more than that, and I understand their frustration and them being scared about it, but I really don't think it's going to be more.
They just have to do more. Like, I'm getting $10 for N64 games. Again,
are you gonna buy
most of those games? No, I'm not. Most of those games, I have them, or I don't I
got all the emulators man can ever fucking fathom in front of me right now. I never played virtual console games, especially on the Switch. I don't take my Switch outside, so I'm good at home. Now, if you like me, and you take your Switch out, and you don't take your Switch outside, you should be straight.
Nintendo knows that 90% of their fan base will pay $5 extra for all of those games.
Right.
And even more, like maybe 50% of their fans will want to grab those Nintendo Switch Online member exclusive controllers. So they know that they can just keep making bang.
That's right.
Right. The controller, a Genesis controller licensed by Nintendo is kind of wild.
At least I can hold that shit in my hands. That's a physical thing that I paid money for that I can actually do something with. The games, I don't need that shit.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. When you bought the controllers, the NES ones or the Super Nintendo ones, didn't they come with like an online membership with them?
They used to when they first came out.
Okay, because I think they'll probably pack in this membership with those controllers for the first couple months.
Wait, they did that? But you made the membership to buy them.
No. You could buy them like in stores. You could buy the N64.
Oh, you could?
Yeah, not the N64, but the NES and Super Nintendo one you could buy in stores, or you could order them off their website. Yeah.
No, the SNES thing you couldn't get in stores because the whole point was that you have to be subscribed to Nintendo Switch Online to even buy the controller.
Wait, what am I? Oh! I'm stupid. You're right. I'm thinking of the Super Nintendo Classic.
Yeah, that's on. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of. Excuse me.
That's what it was.
I forgot. Yeah, because I was getting confused. I'm thinking back. You're right. They had the Super Nintendo Classic that came out while the Switch was out. That's right. And then they had the Super Nintendo controller that they made for the Switch. But they came out like around the same time, didn't they?
I can't remember.
I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Okay. I think that's why I got confused though. Well, moving on from N64 stuff, I think it was cool. You know, like I said, Banjo-Kazooie and Star Fox 64 and all that stuff. F-Zero, if they get the online right, F-Zero X Online could be really cool. I think it could be awesome. We got the announcement of an ActRaiser remake. That was kind of cool. ActRaiser Renaissance.
Apparently, it's very blah.
We got, what else? Castlevania Advance Collection. With the cool 3 GBA games and Dracula X came out same day. Actually, ActRaiser came out the same day too.
Yeah,
3 days prior to the Direct, Toby Fox revealed that Deltarune Chapter 2 would be coming out. And sure enough, in this Direct, Deltarune Chapter 2 also came out on Switch, same day as a free update if you have Deltarune Chapter 1. I know last show we talked about Deltarune a little bit. Has anyone else played more since the last show?
Nope.
Okay.
No. I've started episode 1 finally, and I'm really loving it. But
okay. So we'll save that. And then and then we got to talk about this. All right. So then we get Miyamoto walking on stage, saying in a Mario shirt, "Hey, we have some updates on the Mario Illumination movie." Oh my goodness! And we find out a release date of next year. And we get the announcements of the cast of the Mario movie. Now, in case you need a reminder for the cast of this movie, oh my God, don't do your Seth Rogen laugh yet. We got a lot to get through. Hold on. So, the cast is as follows. Voicing our beloved plumber Mario, we have the one and only Chris Pratt.
He's so cool.
Star-Lord. We as Luigi, we have Charlie from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Perfect casting.
That actually I think
Perfect
is going to be
casting.
funny. Charlie Day. As Bowser, we have the one and only Jack Black, which I also think is actually very good casting.
Bro, they have to give him a musical number in the movie.
100%, bro. He's got to have a Tenacious D
with all the Koopalings, all of like the villains, and like his big like castle. They have to.
Yes. I do love that casting. Voicing his sidekick, Kamek, we have Kevin Michael Richardson.
What'd you say, Kamek?
Did you say Kamek?
Yeah.
Bro, hey, what the fuck did you just say?
Yeah, chill.
Try again.
Chill on my man, bro.
Kamek.
You know Roger pronounced every goddamn name wrong,
Put some
man.
respect on his name, bro.
Yeah,
wait, his name isn't Kamek?
Kamek. What?
Kamek.
Kamek? Why did you call it Kamek instead of Kamek?
Why would it be Kamek?
Look, this is the guy who.
What's the planet? What's the planet Piccolo's from called to you?
What?
Mahatma spelled like Mahatma, bro.
Roger, what is Piccolo's planet
What
called,
is
bro?
wrong with this man?
Mahatma.
Roger, what is
Anyway.
Piccolo's planet called?
What?
What is Piccolo's planet called?
Oh, Namek?
Oh my!
No,
fucking
he's
God.
capping. He's capping. He did it
God.
on purpose. He did it on
That's a troll.
purpose.
I know it's Namek. I know
He
it's
paused.
Namek.
He paused.
That's a troll. It's a troll. It's a troll. That was a
Yeah.
troll. All right, anyway. We got Keegan Michael Key is voicing Tones.
Bro, that killed me. That guy's probably the tallest out of everyone casted, and he's playing the shortest character.
What the fuck does his height in real life have to do with literally anything, bro?
I find it
What
funny.
the
I know
fuck?
I know it has
Nah,
nothing to
watch
do
out.
with it, but I just find it funny.
That was random.
We've
as
got
fuck.
coming hot off the presses from the Queen's Gambit. Anya Taylor-Joy is voicing Princess Peach. Good actress.
I think it's I think that's a good cast.
It's a good pick. And then here we go. Jesus Christ, Seth Rogen is voicing.
Mario, hey, pass that donkey.
I don't like this
Oh
at all.
my God. And then playing Cranky Kong is Fred Armisen from Saturday Night Live. And then rounding out the cast, because of course you can't have a Mario movie without him, we have Charles Martinet not playing Mario, but playing unnamed fun cameo character. I'm gonna bring this up right now. This is I'm gonna hold me to this. I truly believe this is the beginning of the movie. I believe.
If you pull up that fan theory,
What's the fan theory?
I'm pretty sure it's exactly what you want to say.
Well, we're gonna see. I truly believe the movie's gonna open, and you're gonna have Charles Martinet going, "It's me, sorry, it's me, Chris Pratt. I'm Mario," and that's gonna be only. It's not gonna be him saying it's Chris Pratt, but I think it's gonna be something like Mario starts off sounding like
I can one up you. I can one up you. I already know.
Oh,
what it's
nice!
gonna
You're gonna one up me. That's
Yeah.
good. That's a good little play on
It's
words.
gonna be
right there. That's
Mario
good.
on screen.
Y'all
He's
got
gonna
bars,
be,
bro.
You're gonna see the pipe. He's gonna go.
pipe,
And there's gonna be Mario jump out. He's gonna go woohoo. He looks at the movie. He looks at the silver screen. He goes, "It's a me, Mario," and then sniper right through his fucking dome. And then Charlie Day's like, "Oh my god, what do we do with Mario? Mario just got fucking sniped." And then Chris Pratt comes from the pipe, and he's like, "Don't worry, guys. I can do this."
With the one Newgrounds flash.
Jesus. The hat off the ground.
Wait, so what is this theory that you had, War Champ? What I would love to
Exactly
hear.
what you just said. The fucking movie's gonna start with Mario talking in Charles Martinet's voice, and then he's gonna start coughing, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, something in my throat."
My guess, I also feel like in terms of Martinet cameos, I feel like he'll probably show up in a scene as Wario or Waluigi or whatever.
Waluigi, please.
Yeah. But they'll probably be like end credit characters or something. I don't know.
There's gonna be some like this movie. I don't know if they've confirmed if it's like live action or animated.
No, it's animated by the people that animated Despicable Me, Secret Life of Pets, Minions, all that stuff.
So I'm wondering if they might stylize it in a way that Mario characters don't normally look like still animated, but like not the normal style. And if there's gonna be like a bit in the middle where we see like they like get transformed by some shit into like the way they're supposed to look, and that's when it's going to be Charles doing voices, and then they're going to go back to normal.
Well, so the weird thing is that we have confirmation that Foreman Spike from Wrecking Crew is in the movie. He's voiced by Sebastian Maniscalco, and he said this like months ago in some interview he did with like Joe Rogan or something, that he's playing Mario's boss in the movie, and that it just, I don't know, it got passed around like film blogs or whatever. Nobody was really talking about it, but that's implying that this could be like a Super Mario Brothers 1989 whatever situation where Mario and Luigi are like living in New York.
Yo,
and Foreman
Mario
Spike's
in the
their boss.
multiverse? Yo?
Maybe. I mean, kick off that Smash Brothers cinematic universe with Sonic the Hedgehog and Pokemon. Maybe.
That's what I mean. It's going to be non-standard Mario, and that's why we're getting the wacky voices. And there's going to be a part where they get transformed into their usual selves, and then that's when they're going to have the voices we know from Charles.
So then, of the voices, are there any that you're like, I think this is going to be good?
Jack Black.
A lot of them.
Charlie
a lot of them are going to be good.
Everyone but Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I think
a lot of
everything.
them,
I
but
don't know
it's
how I
kinda-
feel about Chris Pratt.
It's just weird.
No, here's the problem, right? The problem that comes with Mario is it's a specific problem to this character where, okay, like Mickey Mouse in media has shows where like he constantly talks, right? Charles Martinet, whenever there's ever been a moment where he talks for more than like 5 minutes, it's weird as shit. Like I like Mario when he does the one-liners and shit. So going a whole movie with Mario being, oh yeah, let's go, I'm gonna, like, I don't think they want that.
You know what?
So I
bro?
think whatever
No,
Chris
absolutely
Pratt
not.
is gonna do is they did that to have like an actual voice throughout the movie.
That makes sense.
So
People were talking about
yeah.
Wario talking in that trailer for his game.
Right.
Everybody said it was weird to hear him talk that much.
Exactly. It's super off-putting when you hear them talk that much. So like, I think that's the reason they do it. So that's why it's a little like, no matter what with Mario, what are you gonna do? Because people don't expect him to talk for so long. So like,
So you really don't think they casted Keegan Michael Key for the entire movie to go, can I get a Big Mac and a large fry?
I wish that was the case, bro.
Sure, that he's definitely gonna have a voice for sure.
Mario, did you say bitch though?
God, but yeah, so I don't know. Here's my thing too, like, my issue too is like, as much as I was like, this was funny, it was a cool moment in the direct, like, I'm at a direct for like games and shit, and to have Miyamoto pop up to just talk about movie news, I was like, at least end this with like a game. Like, at least
I thought
have,
it was
like,
gonna be some new Mario game.
Yeah.
Like I didn't before the movie stuff, I saw him show up, I was like, yo, it's Mario time.
Of course, like that's what you'd expect. It's like that's a kind of bug me of like, this could have just been like, stay tuned tomorrow morning for a 5-minute like thing that pops on YouTube for like the casting and shit. Like having it here and no game related to it at all was just like, it was really off-putting and weird.
But I also kind of feel like the time's not right for a Mario yet. I feel like that's like a next holiday kind of thing. Why would they announce that now instead of like January?
Not just that, but like usually Nintendo keeps all their media shit out of direct. Like they never even put their mobile game in direct. So really weird to just have this year. I don't know. It's true. No, they don't put their mobile games in mainline directs.
That's cap.
Prove it, bro. Which one? Which one?
I think they did mention. They brought up the the Nintendo World in a direct.
No, but remember they did that as his own direct. That's what I'm saying.
Like, but when it was first announced, wasn't it in a direct?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying they keep their media shit out of the main direct. So they'll be like, okay, here's a direct for this that's coming. They don't spend like 6-7 minutes being like, here's this other thing, you know?
Well, that was weird. So I mean, the entire segment lasted exactly 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Is the exact length of the Mario movie segment, but it felt very long.
Yeah, it felt
and
really
was
long.
surprising. Yeah.
The thing is that like looking at the entire voice actor cast, it doesn't seem that bad until you get towards the end. Like Seth Rogen for Donkey Kong, he's gonna be a slapstick. He's gonna be a slapstick character. So like I kind of get it. It kind of makes sense. Chris Pratt just feels so fucking weird for Mario, and then I had a thought where, like, looking at the rest of this cast, who would I cast instead?
And was casted as Lanky?
Not Lanky, Cranky. It's Fred Armisen.
Yeah.
Fred Armisen.
I
From like Saturday Night Live. He's Portland. What other shows is he in?
I know.
He's like a pretty famous Saturday Night Live actor.
I'd have to look him up. I don't watch Saturday Night Live.
But Seth Rogen, yeah, that's getting Donkey Bong. I'm seeing some people saying in the chat.
I think Jack Black is the perfect cast.
Agreed. Yeah, that's like the
100%.
best casting choice I think in this. I think he's gonna him and Charlie Day. I think Charlie Day, Luigi's gonna be fire.
A lot of people have been doing like animation mock-ups of the voices that are really nice.
Yeah, like recasting the scenes or putting in a Luigi in like the scene where he's like doing the conspiracy theory about the people in the office. Yeah, it's good. So then after the Mario movie stuff, we get a pretty extended look at Splatoon 3. Anybody here like a huge Splatoon fan that want to talk about this?
Yeah, this shit looked clean.
No, War Champ.
I was.
What happened?
What happened, War Champ? Why
Nothing. Splatoon 2 happened.
Splatoon 2 happened. That's what I was about to say.
Dude,
Splatoon 2 fucking happened.
No, it's not even Splatoon 2's fault either. Oh, maybe he hasn't. Maybe he hasn't heard me go off about
What
this.
said this many times.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Splatoon 2 is incredibly well designed. All of the changes they made to the gameplay are fantastic and hampered by either something with the Switch or something with the game itself on Switch, and like the input lag is just absolutely fucking abysmal.
I remember. I remember you complain about this. I've heard you complain about this.
I've gotten mad about this so many times because on the Wii U it was 3 frames of input lag, and it was the first time I ever liked motion controls. It was fantastic.
Isn't it like 10 on the Switch?
It's just over 6 on the Switch, which is double the lag it had on the Wii U, and you start noticing lag somewhere after 3 or 4 frames. So like Wii U, it was beautiful.
Is there a way to fix that? Like if for Splatoon 3,
no,
can they change it
I
back?
don't know. Like I don't know if it's a Switch problem or a game problem or what they did, but this is Splatoon 3 coming out on the same console as Splatoon 2. So either 1, they make it look prettier and negate any work they might do to improve the input lag, or 2, it looks the same and they've just optimized the engine. I don't know. So I'm not getting excited for this game until it's in my fucking hands, because like I could not enjoy Splatoon 2. I haven't gotten mad at a video game in a very long time. And the final fight in the Splatoon 2 DLC was one of the times where I got angry at the game because I literally could not play it. Like I could not play the game because the input lag was like I could not react fast enough.
I don't know. I actually, well, I mean, I barely play Splatoon 1, so I'll start there. But I really do love the I love the single player parts of Splatoon 2. Like co-op is okay, but it's not the kind of shooter co-op I normally play, but like the single player stuff, like especially Octo expansion, the main story and Salmon Run are so much fun. So I'm excited to see what they do there. Like I want Salmon Run to be up all the time, not this weird time thing.
Are Splatoon 2 controls fixed.com. There was a person who literally tested every single patch when it came out to see if they finally fixed it.
That honestly might be the reason why I wasn't a fan of Splatoon 2. And I'm not sure, like, that might have been, like, the unknown reason why.
Yeah, I absolutely noticed shit like that right away, and it was, it completely turned me off of the game. I could
Smash
not enjoy
Ultimate,
it.
I think, has the same issue, where with the input delay, it's very excessive.
And honestly, for a long time, I blamed
like
Splatoon
7
2.
frames or something.
Yeah, it's absurd.
For a long
And
time,
then
I
online,
blamed it. Go ahead. No,
I was just gonna say, online also has a minimum of like 4. So you're playing Smash Ultimate Online with a minimum of 11 frames of lag.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I'm right. Hold on.
Ultimate tries to compensate for it with its absolutely absurd buffer.
Yeah.
But you can't do that with motion controls. You can't buffer motion control inputs. Like you turn the controller, and if your character doesn't move within a certain amount of time, it just feels like shit.
No, as somebody who like doesn't know anything about this, what do you mean in terms of like a buffer in Smash 4? Like when you say buffer, what does that mean?
So if, for example, in Smash 4, you jump, your character like goes into jump squat for a couple frames, and then they're in the air. I'm pretty sure Ultimate's buffer is 10 frames, which means for that time while you're in jump squat and your character's going into the air, if you push the A button, then the first frame that you're able to actually do an attack, your character will do it because it saves the input, which is how a buffer works.
Okay.
So if you can push stuff ahead, and this can actually fuck you over in a lot of ways in Smash Ultimate, where if you like try to shield or like tech something and then you get hit, you like air dodge by accident, that's the buffer. That's the game remembering that you were hitting that button when you were able to start doing something.
Smash Ultimate also has this thing where it has this it has what's called essentially a hold buffer.
Yeah, that's what really fucks it up.
Yeah, it's really, really weird. So, like, let's say you press shield, as you're falling down from the air, and you're like holding a direction. You get a buffered roll, even if you don't want a roll. It's very strange.
Yeah, because the game's like you are holding shield and left. On the first frame, you're able to do something. We are now going to shield and
Shit
left.
game, by the way.
Even if you've been holding those things for like a minute.
Have you won a tournament yet, bro?
No, I'm trying.
This guy's been playing the in-game tournament mode for like 5 hours straight.
I'm trying so hard, bro. I haven't won a single fucking tournament. Pride.
You just want to
At
win.
this point, you don't have pride anymore after 5 hours of losing.
It's somewhere deep down there.
For a long time, I blamed Splatoon 2 for the input lag, and then Ultimate came out, and then I played Celeste on Switch, and now at this point, I just blame the Switch for it. Like, I literally think the Switch just has input problems, and like,
bad too.
I think that the Switch just has input lag problems, and like for the average game where they're not pushing it to its limit, you just don't notice because like the Switch itself is at like 3 or 4 frames or something. But then when you have like any game that tries to do anything impressive, like because of the additional processing overhead of trying to do a nice game, it starts pushing that number up, and I think that's the problem. So I want to be excited for Splatoon 3, but like if it comes out and it's still fucking 6 or worse, and I can't play with motion controls, like I can't enjoy it. I'm physically incapable of it, and I would really like to because I love the series.
I do like thing is I don't play with motion controls, so it's
I can't imagine doing that. Like,
I'm so happy I don't notice these things.
Yeah, I was gonna say I play with motion control exclusively in Splatoon, and I've never had an issue with that.
I would never notice this.
I'm not trying to humble brag with this either, but like
No,
I was
no,
like
I
I was
know.
top. Not even about the frame stuff. Like I was a max rank player in Splatoon 1, and like I got up to S rank in Splatoon 2. Like I was playing the game at like a high level, so like this stuff
if you're
did
playing
matter.
it, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm glad I'm done.
Yeah, it's stuff that you generally don't notice until you're playing the game playing games at a higher level.
Well, in terms of new things they showed in this trailer, there's like a squid bug weapon now, basically, that works like the wire bug in Monster Hunter, where you could like shoot around and jump on and stuff. That thing looks awesome. They have Callie and Marie are back in the story in some way. That old fish is still alive for some reason.
They brought Asian 3.
Did you talk about the crab Kirby Robobot mechs?
I love that.
Yeah, they got like the Kirby Robobot mechs in there. They look kind of cool. We didn't talk about it yet.
So I'm confused. So are there gonna be new Squid Sisters, or is it just that Pearl and Marine are back?
No, they're gonna make a new band. If you listen to all the music, it's very punk based. Where like the first one was very like pop based. Second one was somewhat rap sort of, but not really.
Yeah, hip hoppy.
Yeah, and this one seems like very rock punk.
I'm guessing we're gonna finally get male idols.
Oh yeah,
that'd be cool.
That.
Yeah,
they showed that art where like there was like these 3 like punk dudes, so it could be them maybe.
No, those guys aren't those an existing band or something in Splatoon's universe?
I have no clue.
Punk band?
They just play a song for the multiplayer. That's it.
Yeah.
What if they're called BTS and it's like Boys to Squid or something?
Please no, please no, please no.
That's gonna be the end of the podcast, chat. I'm about to bounce.
No, we still have another announcement. We have another announcement.
Not after what the fuck you just said, buddy.
No, there's a
We can't not talk about her, bro. She's been waiting years. It's been almost 4 years, bro.
So the last thing shown in this direct, we get a trailer for Bayonetta 3.
Astral Chain 2.
Coming out in 2022. Thing is, I don't think this is Bayonetta though. I think that's like what's her name? Cereza, isn't it?
I've been seeing that. I've been seeing that theory. I've been seeing that theory around.
We don't have a confirmation. It's just a theory.
I've been seeing.
But I mean, she looks like a grown-up version with the pigtails, and she's got a different voice.
That's the idea. Yeah.
It looks cool, man.
We saw the first trailer was of Bayonetta dying, and now it's probably Cereza saving Bayonetta.
Then you got, I mean, she's cool looking. She's that little wink. You got the kaiju battles. The dude with the big belly walking around.
The game is running suspiciously well on the Switch.
Yeah, I don't know about any of that trailer, bro.
for what was happening on the screen, they were having full-on kaiju battles, and there was not a single frame dropped. I watched that trailer 80 times.
I 1,000% expected lag during that scene. 100,000,000%.
There was no lag during the gameplay, and I've watched that trailer more times than I can count.
Does Bayonetta 2 have any lag?
Bayonetta 2 is doing some pretty crazy stuff on Wii U.
I was gonna say, because I don't remember Bayonetta 2 having any excessive lag.
I don't recall Bayonetta 2 having problems either. It's just very interesting to me how well it's running.
Yeah.
I guess I've been working on this game for years, so.
True.
They better know the inside and out of the Switch by now.
Yeah.
So whatever they found out, they need to fucking share that shit with the rest of the class. Like, please, Game Freak.
There was really a lot going on. There was crazy lighting. There was destructible environments. There was 2 giant monsters with Bayonetta doing action against smaller enemies at the same time. And then all the crazy shit happening in the background, and there was just no frame drops.
The giant spider boss.
Yes, it was crazy. The shit they do is like nuts.
I'm excited for it.
In that brief moment,
I don't know shit about Bayonetta.
In that brief moment where I thought it was Astral Chain 2, I am very seldom upset at things, especially in these directs. At most, it's like whatever. At best, it's very excitement. I was very, very almost upset at it being Astral Chain 2.
I would have been upset.
Oh, sure. That would have been a lame way to end the direct, for sure.
Let me tell you how delusional I was, right? So this is actually a funny story. So my friend was on call with me, right? And she was like, I saw one of the leaks, and
I saw this clip from your stream.
Yeah, so she was like, you're gonna lose it, Fidel. This is such a you leak, you're gonna be shocked. So I'm like at the edge of my seat, right? I'm like the whole direction, like, just wait for it. So they get to the last trailer, right? And she's like, if you love this Mario segment with this, get ready. I'm like, holy shit. So I'm sitting there watching the beginning of this Bayonetta trailer thinking, Cappy's gonna come out of some shit. This is gonna be like a fake out. So the trailer, obviously, I end up being wrong. It's Bayonetta, right? Direct ends, right? And I tell her, like, what was it? She's like, do you really want me to say it? And she genuinely didn't know. She was like, so they're making a new Mario plus Rabbids. I was like, are you like, we've all know it. Like, oh no. 5 of us on call with her, like, we all know this. And she's like, oh, my B. It was like, I was so mad because this whole direct, I'm sitting there so excited knowing that there's supposed to be something for me. And I was losing my fucking mind. I was so mad.
I saw the clip from your stream where you saw the King boost at you and lost your mind.
Yeah,
oh, man.
Too. It's Mario. Man, I just want new Mario, bro.
I thought for a second, honestly, at the very beginning, I thought it was a Xenoblade Chronicles X2, is what I thought it was. Because I didn't see Platinum, and I saw the city, and it looked like the font that was being used looked like the Xenoblade X font. And so I thought, oh, maybe this is like X. This is going to be the Monolith Soft game everyone's talking about. So then when I saw the dog, I'm like, oh, this is Astral Chain. And then finally with Bayonetta at the ending, I was like, oh, this is cool. This makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I mean, it was weird because there's things that we know about that they're making, like Xenoblade, that weren't in this at all. And Breath of the Wild 2, we know that game's in development. We know Metroid Prime 4 is in development. There's all these rumors and all these things we know about that weren't shown in this, but there were a lot of like neat surprises in this direct. I think it was a pretty solid one overall.
Yeah, it was a very good one.
Yeah.
The September ones are almost always good.
Holiday season. Woo!
Yeah. Lots of cool stuff coming up.
Did we talk about the new the 5 minutes of Pokemon update?
I mean, briefly, but you want to go over it?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we mostly went over.
Yeah, that's what we said.
All I want to say is, why the hell are we in the past and there's a damn cell phone?
It's because it doesn't matter.
Oh,
Can they not come up?
That's right.
Can they not come up with anything else? Like, really?
A Sheikah Slate. Give him a Sheikah
That's
Slate,
still
bro.
a fucking cell phone from an ancient civilization.
Okay, but that's like see the thing with that. It's still kind of dumb, but at least it's like a fantasy world. So it's like okay, whatever.
Yeah,
It's Pokemon.
Okay, but
it's
still
very much supposed to be
fantasy.
somewhat.
Pokemon's a
Pokemon
fantasy
is,
world.
We're
but
not gonna
Pokemon
argue
is
that
very.
Pokemon isn't a fantasy.
But to
We're
me,
not gonna
okay,
argue
look,
that.
hold on.
It's weird that there's a smartphone, but at the same time, there's like Pokeballs with dials
the
on
Pokeballs
them.
made of
It is
wood.
weird. Right. It's
so,
weird.
like, what are we like? If everything was at that level, then okay, whatever. But it just doesn't make sense.
It's sci-fi more than fantasy. I think
Yeah,
fantasy.
Breath of the Wild, Sheikah Slate is like.
I think like magic and shit when you say fantasy.
Yeah.
Pokemon got magic in it. What's happening? Pokemon has magic and it's fantasy. Like Gen 1 was like really sci-fi, but now I would say it's more fantasy and stuff with like Gen 7 and 8.
It's more rooted in like physical concepts. It's like psychic Pokemon are kind of the closest we get to magic, and that's like, you know, real world ideas of magic with like levitating shit and whatever.
I guess,
and
yeah.
like mind reading. Whereas like when you think of fantasy, I think of like casting magic spells and shit. Fucking, which like some Pokemon sort of can, but it's because like they're made of fire. I don't know. It's like a weird mental distinction for me, I guess.
Cast the spell right now.
Breath of the Wild also with.
I'm playing critically acclaimed Final Fantasy 14 right now.
So we just saying Celebi is sci-fi?
Am I not allowed to speak?
What?
I don't know.
I was answering Fidel. He spoke to me.
No.
Cut me off.
Can we stop for a second? What the fuck did Adam just say?
Celebi is time travels and shit.
Time travel, yeah.
Yeah, time travel's definitely sci-fi.
Yeah.
Are you saying the Pokemon itself is sci-fi or its concept?
Give it to Virum. Give it to
Virum. What the fuck?
Literally, all I wanted to say was the Sheikah Slate doesn't feel out of place because we know that Sheikah technology is consistent.
True.
Well, isn't
the whole thing.
Meloetta like a J-pop star or something? Isn't that the whole design of the character?
Bro, what?
Meloetta.
Yo, that's gonna be the podcast today, people. I'm gonna bomb.
What's happening?
We've been going on for a little too long.
About beats.
I got a migraine like halfway through and then came back.
And I got another one.
I will say, you know, this was a great day. Sora is in Smash Brothers. We had a fun show, but we'll be back with another Japan Time podcast in 2 weeks, going over our impressions playing Sora. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
No more Smash.
Yeah, okay, all right. But we're gonna be back to the show, just like back to Squid. Thanks for joining us. Greatly appreciate it. We'll see you next week.
And
2 weeks from now. Bye, everybody.
And the stream.
Are we? Did he leave already? He sure did.
I'm still here.
Left.
What's poppin', man?
Are we gonna do show back on Monday again, and like day of Sora, or
I hope
on
Hey, who
Tuesday,
knows, bro?
or Tuesday the day after he comes out?
I hope that Monday.
So
just wait till Monday.
Maybe depends on when he drops on Monday. Because if he's like
Okay.
late Monday,
It'll
then
always
probably
be
not.
night.
So the release date in Europe, they do this every time. Our release date is the day after, so we get him on the 19th, which means we're probably going to get him at around 2 a.m. So you guys are going to get him in like late afternoon or
It's
evening.
always like 8 to 9 p.m. like Eastern time.
It's always 9
Every
EST,
time.
9 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it's gotta be.
We gotta wait an hour for maintenance, and then we get.
Yeah, and then by 10 p.m. the online is up.
Yeah,
it's
we
gotta
could
be
just
Tuesday
wait.
then.
We'll wait till Monday, the usual time.
The following Tuesday would be fine. If we want to do
It's
another
fine, yeah.
Tuesday
Yeah, alright.
Either way, it don't matter. Hello?
Yeah, Tuesday's fine.
Okay.
Nice.